make sure. Okay.
Just 1 second. All right. Now just go on your app. Just leave it like that so we can press it and make sure it goes nostrils.
Sure.
Better. You know what?
We'll do one better.
Broad emphasis. Just make sure it's. No, I actually didn't. He actually has his. He's brought his over down. No problem. Well, they weren't Santa hats.
Exactly. I felt like I had to. I felt like I had to, you know.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
When looking to purchase or market your livestock, choose the Fairview Livestock Commission Company. Family owned and operated, we're proud to be Northwest Oklahoma's first choice for your cattle marketing needs. Cattle sales are every Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. Replacement cow sale this Tuesday, December 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. K.L. James, 580-227-3797. Go Yellow Jackets.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect through their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Kid Drug is second to none in Northwest Oklahoma. We are known for our beautiful home and holiday accessories, women's fashion, toys, candles, expansive kitchenware, and pampering bath and body lines. We offer lovely bridal and baby registries. Come experience our old-fashioned soda fountain treats, including the best malts and shakes you've ever tasted. Our pharmacy has been serving the Fairview and surrounding areas for more than 30 years. We accept most third-party insurance and have a complete line of over-the-counter medications, prescription drugs, and durable medical goods. So come see us at Kid Drug, 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8:30 to 3 p.m. Saturdays. Farmers and Merchants National Bank is Fairview's hometown bank, serving you, committed to providing the Fairview area with the latest in banking services and convenience. Farmers and Merchants is a locally owned and operated bank, eager to serve your personal and professional banking needs. With a pledge to exceed the expectations of their customers, the staff is confident in their ability to provide you with an exceptional banking experience. Farmers and Merchants National Bank in Fairview, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
The Fairview Yellow Jackets traveled 130 miles, the Woodland Cougars 102 miles to Evans Field in Harrah to battle for a chance to play for a gold ball in Class A next week at UCO in Edmond. And we are excited to bring it to you on the Squirtle Game of the Week. Well, Fairview has been here, done that. The defending Class A champions come in riding high on a 28-game winning streak. They've won 39 of their last 40 games over the last 3 seasons. Win number 14 on the season will get them back to the title game. Woodland has a long, successful football tradition dating back to their Fairfax days when they won 3 state titles in a row in the 1970s. The Cougars are making their first semifinal appearance since 2011. Woodland has plenty of talent and experience, and the player to watch for them is Jackson Rhodes. At 6'4", he will be easy to spot. He's a big target at tight end. He's their leading receiver. On the defensive side, he's been a 4-year starter at linebacker and has led them in tackles all 4 years. For the Jackets, they've got a lot of weapons. Jax Bernard has developed into one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the state, and he has weapons in his holster, including a trio of receivers in Isaiah Burris, Reed Martins, and Brant Strader. Adam Dieselhorst joins me tonight. Adam has seen Fairview all year long, a team scoring 54 points a game, giving up 12 a contest. Is this a better team than the one that won the gold ball a year ago?
I think they're every bit as good in unique places. Last year's team, I think, was able to be a little more physical with some of the bigger kids they had, the physical running back and the big defensive ends and things like that. But I think you've seen Fairview throughout the year grow. They're more multiple on offense than they were last year. As far as, last year they leaned on their physical running game a lot, which won them a state championship.
Yep.
But I would say it's very comparable. I wouldn't pick one over the other.
And I would tell you this, it's got to be tough to play with the target on your back all season long, like Fairview has done as the defending state champions in Class A. Casey Goad's Cougars, they had to go on the road to Colcord a couple of weeks ago and beat them 28-24. And those kind of wins are huge confidence builders for a team that hasn't been this far in a long time. It's our final Squirtle game of the week. It's in Harrah tonight. Class A semifinals as the Fairview Yellow Jackets take on the Woodland Cougars. Let's get it on. Kickoff is coming up next.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Do you have the right insurance for your needs? Let Nick Ewing at Ewing Insurance Agency in Fairview and Watonga work for you. Nick is your local, service-minded agent that can help you find the insurance plan that is right for you. Home, auto, life, health, farm owners, and commercial insurance, Nick can help. Visit Nick Ewing of Ewing Insurance Agency at 106 North Main in Fairview and 401 North Clarence Nash Boulevard in Watonga. Proud to support all of our area student athletes. Do you have
Really is a beautiful night for high school football here in Harrah tonight. Temperature around 38 or so, no wind. Beautiful stadium here at Evans Field. It was built, 3 or 4 years ago from my homework I did, and they went right to the bottom. They tore down the old stadium, built new stands on both sides, and got a beautiful turf field. This should be a fast track tonight for a couple of very fast and athletic teams. We have a couple of state champions already last night. Late last night. Actually, this morning, Blanchard beat Wagoner in 4A 19-14. Then this afternoon, 6A2 championship. What a game this was. Muskogee, the Roughers over Stillwater, 28-26. The other game going on in Class A, the other semifinal matchup, will be Hominy and Hooker. Winner of that game will take on the winner of this game next week at UCO for the state championship. It is Fairview 13-0 on the season. Robert Bernard, their coach, in his 9th year with a record of 74 wins and 37 losses. A 28-game winning streak. They've won 39 of their last 40 as you see the Jackets making their way onto the field right now. The Woodland Cougars, 12-1 the record. Their coach is Casey Goad. His 5th year at the helm, a record of 46 wins and 16 losses. This is the first meeting ever between these two teams, so no history. And you take a look at what Woodland did once they got into the playoffs, beat Liberty 52-26, won on the road at Colcord 28-24, and then last week beat Dibble 48-6. For Fairview, they knocked off Hobart 62-6. In a real slugfest, they beat Crescent 19-7. In the last week, surprisingly, they ran all over Stroud 56-20. Fairview averages 54 points a game. They give up 12 points per contest. Woodland scores 38 a contest and gives up 11 points per game. Fairview won the toss. They will get the ball first. Fairview, the black tops and white pants and black helmets and the orange numbers and letters. And they'll be going from right to left as you watch us from Harrah here tonight. Woodland in the road whites. Kind of look like the Indianapolis Colts uniforms. White tops and bottoms, white helmets, and the blue numbers. So Woodland and Fairview. Woodland here for the first time since 2011. Of course, Fairview was here a year ago and moved on to the state championship game where they won that a year ago. Jackson Rhodes, we'll talk about him a lot all night long. He will tee it up to kick off from the 40-yard line. And back deep for Fairview,
Offside.
Isaiah Burris and also Micah Wheeler. And we'll get started with a penalty. They'll move Woodland back 5 yards, back to the 35-yard line. Tom Nelson and Adam Dieselhorst with you. The crew tonight, you got Ella Sunkin, our producer engineer, and Cam Billy upstairs getting cold, but it's actually a pretty good night for football.
We got a sideline guy, Caden LaFortune, too, but we're having some issues with his camera right now. We're going to try to get those back going again.
Caden is in the house, down on the field on that near sideline, the Fairview sideline. Fairview's the home team. Number 1 team in the state at the top of the bracket. And once again, Burris and Wheeler back deep. Burris, 10 kick returns this year, 4 touchdowns. So he is dangerous in so many different ways. Now, let's get this semifinal game underway. The boot angling toward the far sideline, then it got to cover that ball. It is still loose, and Woodland may have just picked up the first break of the ball game. You have got to cover that ball.
Well, Burris came up to it and was just a little lackadaisical about picking it up and wasn't aggressive about it. And ball kind of rolled back on him, took a funny spin. Big-time momentum changer here for Woodland.
So Woodland will get the first possession after the turnover on the opening kickoff. Quarterback for Woodland is Trey Bennett, 116 of 131 passing for 1,835 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. And on first down, trying to find some running room, and that is Dre Long. Take it back, it is Jackson Rhodes.
Well, what you're just going to see a very multiple from Woodland. They're going to run a lot of power stuff, and then they'll bounce out into some spread, and so they're very multiple on offense.
So a gain of 2 on the play brings up 2nd down and 8. This drive starting in Fairview territory at the 34, now down to the 32. From the gun, they want to throw it out in the left flat. Ball caught by Dre Long, and Long will get back to the line of scrimmage, then he is pushed back. Tackle made by Isaiah Burris. So a loss on the play of about a yard or so. They're going to mark it at the 32. We'll say no gain. So for Dre Long, that was his 21st catch of the season. He got nothing out of it. So 3rd down and 8, just underway, 10:50 to play in the first quarter. 3 wide to the near side. Wanting to throw is Bennett, right side, overshot his intended receiver, trying to find Abel Reyes. And so now 4th down and 8, as Fairview's defense, with their backs against the wall just a little bit with the ball in their territory, will now have to get a stop here on 4th down and 8.
Well, in that time, they had Bowman kind of up the sideline open, but he just got rid of it too quick, and they missed it.
Bennett steps up, looks right, ball caught, 1st down. Reeled in by Chase Bowman on a knee at the 21-yard line. He gains 11, moved the chains, 1st down for Chase Bowman, his 30th catch of the season. 1st and 10 at the 21. Big 4th and 8 conversion for Woodland. If you're just joining us, Fairview fumbled the opening kickoff to set up the Cougars at the 34-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Draw play up the middle. Not a whole lot there for Bennett.
Well, and that's what we talked about, Tom. I mean, how multiple Woodland is. They come out the first possession in a bunch power formation, and then, you know, they go spread. Now they're running some motion game stuff. So you're going to see a lot of different stuff. They kind of stretch you offensively.
Rushing numbers for Trey Bennett, 97th carry of the season right there for 341 yards. He scored 10 rushing touchdowns. 2nd down and 8 from inside the 20-yard line. Hand it off this time to Dre Long. And Long, maybe a yard or 2. That's just about it. Not a whole lot there.
Yeah, Micah Wheeler came up, and great physical tackle there on the outside for the Yellow Jackets.
We'll give him 1 to the 18-yard line to bring up 3rd down and 7. See, Dre Long has carried the ball 174 times for 848 yards. He has 11 rushing touchdowns, averages 5 yards a carry. 3rd down and 7. We know from previous experience this is 2-down territory. Around the left side, Bennett tries to get to the edge, and he is stretched out and taken down at the line of scrimmage. Boy, whatever was there closed down in a hurry.
Well, it was Burris that time on the edge. Fairview did a good job of stretching it. Almost looked like that end got held, but man, what a great play on the end.
So another 4th down and long situation. Woodland is 1 for 1 on 4th downs on this drive. They'll have 4th down and 7. Here comes the 8th play of the drive on 4th down and 7. Man in motion left to right. Set up the screen pass left side. It's caught in space. A little bit of running room. Near the stick goes Jackson Rhodes. He leans his big 6'4" frame forward and may have it. 1st down. A second 4th down and long conversion. The ball inside the 10-yard line. Take it back. It's just outside at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was all big-time effort there because he was stopped short about 4 yards and just pushed forward for the 1st down. Great individual play there.
Jackson Rhodes, the leading receiver for the Cougars. That's his 32nd catch. Hooker has jumped on top of Hominy 7-0. Little counter this time. Trying to find some running room is Chase Bowman. And Bowman down inside the 10-yard line to the 9. He'll pick up 2. Every yard is at a premium, but so far Woodland has had the right answers on when they needed to.
Well, and the thing is, this possession and the way they're shortening the game, and keeping the ball out of the hands of Fairview's explosive offense is exactly what we're talking about.
4 different ball carriers have rushed the ball already as well. There's Dre Long. And Long straight ahead to the 6. He was tackled from behind by Brant Strader. Safety comes up. So he'll pick up. They'll mark it at the 7, only a 2-yard gain.
Strader's this safety that makes big plays at the line of scrimmage. He had a fantastic game last week for the Yellow Jackets.
Big win over Stroud last week. The final score is 56-20. I don't think many of us expected that. 3rd and 7. Rolling left. Barnett, he'll be sacked. He's going to throw it away. Is it grounding? There was somebody in the area. They're going to say he was down. They'll say he was down. It was a sack.
Terry Bina was brought down for a sack on the play.
And for Tegan Gilchrist, that is a sack for him. Tegan, number 1 on the team for tackles. That's his 124th tackle of the season. And it'll be 4th down and 15. The loss back to the 16-yard line is a loss of 9.
Now watch Woodland here rolling out towards us to this side of the field, looking for number 7 on a deep drag.
To the end zone. Man open in traffic. Did he make the catch?
Nope, knocked it out of his hands.
Was knocked away. They went to their biggest target, Jackson Rhodes, but it's incomplete.
Great play by Strader there. He's had it in his hands. Strader ripped it right out.
Fairview, despite the turnover, their defense gets a stop. And this drive will come to an end as the Jackets will take over. 1st down and 10 at the 16.
Well, you would have really thought, man, momentum was on Woodland's side if they could have converted a 3rd straight 4th down and long.
1st down, Jax Bernard, near flat. Ball is caught by the big target, Reed Martins. Reed Martins, 6'3", rangy kid. He was tackled by Aiden Carey. Advanced the ball out to the 23-yard line, a gain of 7.
Good run.
Some running room up the middle for Grant Church. Grant Church leads them in rushing, actually 2nd on the team in rushing. 119 carries for 629 yards and 11 touchdowns coming in, averaging 5.3 yards a carry. That is a 1st down out to the 26-yard line, a gain of 3. First and 10. 2 wide to the near side of the field, 2 wide to the far side. The gun, Jax Bernard has completed 66% of his passes this year for almost 2,900 yards. Shows the arm, goes right, has a man, ball caught. Running room, far sideline for Easton Hamer. Hamer across midfield down to the 45-yard line. They're going to say that he was actually down back at the 49, so a gain on the play of 23. 23-yard hookup. Pass near side. Ball caught this time by Brant Strader. And Strader will get it out across midfield to the 48-yard line, gaining 3. Aiden Carey on the stop.
Such a tough play to defend there by Fairview. They got a full, RPO option. It's either tailback handoff, quarterback run, and then they also have the ability to throw the ball out here on a spot pass on the edge. I mean, that is great discipline by Woodland there to
back on the 16-yard line. They're in Woodland territory at the 48. Jax Bernard across the middle in traffic. Ball caught, then deflected away, actually popped away. I think making the hit was Jackson Rhodes at linebacker, and slow to get up is the intended receiver, and that is Isaiah Burris, and that's not what you want to see if you're a Fairview Yellow Jacket fan.
No, he got hit pretty hard, kind of in the rib cage section. Interesting to see if he just got the air knocked out of him.
That is Jax Bernard's first incompletion of the ball game. He's thrown 42 touchdown passes this year, just 6 interceptions. And one thing that he has added to his repertoire, become a little more of a dual threat. He's run the ball for over 700 yards this season and 15 rushing touchdowns, averaging over 10 yards a carry from the quarterback position. So 3rd down and 7 from the 48. Jackets are looking to go back-to-back. They've won state championships in 1946, 1999, and 2022, and this is their 4th appearance in the semifinals. 3rd down and 7. Church lined up to the left of Bernard. He wants to throw. Now he's breaking down. He'll be sacked. Back at the 41-yard line. Leading the way for Woodland was D.K. Kennedy. For D.K., that is his 6th sack of the season, leads the team.
Well, big stop there by Woodland because you saw the Jackets hit quick early with some good pass plays, but great job stopping them there.
So 4th down and 14. So the 2 defenses have stepped up and made plays and gotten stops. Jax Bernard, the punter, stands inside his 35-yard line. Ooh, they put the rush on. He gets it away. Picked up on the bounce and diving to the 20-yard line. On the return is Dre Long, and that is where Woodland will take over 1st down and 10. So Woodland's first possession ended up in the red zone, going forward on 4th down, coming up empty. Fairview started the drive on their own 16-yard line, got it out near midfield. A big sack pushed them back, and the punt will set up the Cougars 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage right at the 20-yard line. This drive will start with 3:18 to play in the quarter. On 1st down, option ball knocked away. Fairview has it. Ball was poked away, and then jumping on it was Trace Bonham, the defensive end. And now the Jackets will take over in the red zone inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Great job there by Bonham, being opportunistic, knocks the ball out of the quarterback's hand and falls on it. Seen Fairview get a lot of turnovers here in the playoffs. They had a bunch last week against Stroud. See if they can capitalize here.
Well, each team has a turnover now, but this one could really be dangerous for the Cougars. 1st down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Bernard wants to hand off.
Big
left
hole.
side. There's room to run. That is Grant Church getting down near the 5-yard line. They'll mark him right inside the 5. A gain of 9. It will be 2nd down and a short yard. Grant Church's 2nd carry. 2 carries now for 12 yards. Fairview knocking on the door inside the 5-yard line. Snap it to Bernard. He'll fall forward down to the 3. Cleaning him up was Derek Kennedy. And that is enough for a first down. Put the ball at the 3-yard line.
Hooker has jumped out to a 14-0 lead over Hominy.
Wow.
That is a very surprising score early on.
That is surprising.
And Jones leads Washington 6-0.
First and goal. On the jet sweep, turning it up is Burris, diving for the end zone. He'll come up just short. He'll pick up 2. Down to the 1-yard line, Isaiah Burris. Jackson Rhodes in the stop, the linebacker. Yeah, the only loss that Woodland suffered this year was in their district to Hominy, 23-20, and now they're down 6-0. As going in for the touchdown is Jax Bernard, his 16th rushing touchdown of the season, as he scores from 1 yard out at 6-0 Jackets.
Well, and that's what really good teams do. Anytime you get a turnover on your side of the field, you have to capitalize, and it only took them, 4 plays, did not get into the end zone? Maybe 5?
4. Bernard for the extra point kick. Oh, before we get underway. Blow it dead.
Washington is now down 12-0.
Another surprise.
Jones leads Washington 12-0. Checking that old Squirtle app.
We'll be keeping up with those scores on Squirtle all night long.
Bixby up 7-0 over Jinx in the big 6A big class. Got some surprises. Hooker over Hominy is a big surprise. Fairview beat that Hooker team early in the year by 50.
Yes, they did. Final score is 56-22. Bernard's kick.
That's going to get blocked.
Yeah, snap wasn't great. He got it through, though. 1:58 to play in the first quarter, and Fairview jumps on top 7-0. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes. Jensen's of Fairview is celebrating 91 years. Currently, special pricing and financing available on select GMC and Buick units in stock. Hurry, as these units and offers won't last. Jensen's, the best prices in Northwest Oklahoma on your new and used vehicles. So come see why generations of customers have been choosing Jensen's to serve their automotive needs. Same family, same business, same location for 9 decades. Go Jackets! Jensen's of
Fairview capitalized on the turnover, took over on the Woodland 14-yard line. They score in 4 plays. It took 1 minute and 15 seconds, and Jax Bernard, the quarterback, from 1 yard out. He had the extra point kick as well. 1:58 to play in the first quarter. It is 7-0. On the return to the near sideline, Woodland's Aiden Carey will get out near the 30-yard line, and that's just about it. Very important for Woodland to put something together here. You don't want to get that Fairview snowball going downhill, which we've seen that happen a lot this year if you're a Woodland fan.
If you're Woodland, you just got to be that first drive you had was the perfect drive, to keep the ball out of Fairview's explosive offense. But they didn't capitalize, and then the next possession, first play, they turn it over on a speed option play, and you just can't do that against Fairview. You can't give Fairview extra possessions.
So Trey Bennett to start at quarterback is 3 for 5 for 18 yards. First down. 4 wide receivers. Put the man in motion from right to left and hand off.
Ooh,
fumble. Ball is on the ground again. I think Fairview may have it again.
They do. Fairview does such a good job of ripping the ball. Their defenders.
Very long, recovered the fumble.
Carry by Trey Long. You'll lose a yard. They're lucky to keep the possession.
That was Gage Cottrell that knocked that ball out, too.
So back at the 29-yard line, late in the first quarter, Fairview on top 7-0. Bennett this time throws it left side. Ball caught by Chase Bowman. Bowman some running room. He pushes the pile and gets out near the first down. I think he got it out to the 40-yard line. Nice, strong running after the catch to get out to the 40 and gain 11. Bowman's second catch of the night. He has 2 catches, each of them 11 yards. That's the first catch of the season. First down and 10 under a minute to play. Stoppage here. Take a look at Woodland's season. 12-1 the record. They beat Commerce 42-7, Newkirk 36-0, Pawnee 38-22, then Chelsea 60-8. Choteau Maisie went down 36-8, Pawnee 26-6, and they beat Oklahoma Union 52-6 and Morrison 44-12. Their one loss was to Hominy 23-20. They bounced back with a 14-0 win over Tonkawa to wrap up the regular season before beating Liberty, Colcord, and Dibble in the playoffs. Nice carry on first down. Dre Long beginning to get moving a little bit. That one will go for 9 after he fumbled the ball in his last carry. Out of the 49-yard line. He'll gain 9 to bring up second down and 1.
Yeah, you could see that hole open up there that time. That was a great run, great blocking up front for the Cougars.
That offensive line for Woodland, they've got a lot of experience. Danner Lessert, Peyton Ricola, Derek Kennedy, DK Kennedy, and then Julius Canawhite. Near side, nope. They faked the quarterback run, or left side, little running room for a first down, and cross midfield down to the 47-yard line.
I don't know if you saw what they did there, Tom. They split the quarterback out, Bennett to this side, and they brought Rhodes in underneath. They ran a trap underneath to Rhodes. It was a really good play call.
So Jackson Rhodes with the carry, and he will gain 4 yards, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Fairview 7. Woodland nothing. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Start the second quarter. Woodland going from right to left now toward the north from the south. And on first down and 10, Dre Long tries to find some running room. At 41 total yards, and Fairview with 33, 40, 42, 38 total yards. Doing the math on the fly there. So now second down and 9. Trying to find some running room for Dre Long, and once again, nothing there. Coming in low to tackle him up. Gilchrist in there, also Andrew Conkling. Gain of 1 to bring up third down and 8. Tough sledding against this Jacket D. Final Squirtle game of the week tonight. So glad to have you with us wherever you may be watching. I bet we've got quite a crew of people watching tonight across the state and across the country and maybe even around the world. Third down and 9. Play action. Bennett left side, man, wide open. First down, catch down to the 30-yard line. Chase Bowman wide open. Inside the 30, they'll mark him at the 28. So a gain on the play of 18. And for Chase Bowman, his third catch of the night.
There's that little trap play underneath. I like that.
Yeah, try to find some running room up the middle, and not a whole lot there, but it is a nice little misdirection play.
I'm telling you, you got to be really sound against that play. It's a great job by Fairview. Their linebackers, they are going to have to be good at Keene at Gilchrist. He is one of the better linebackers in the state. Miller also as well.
Yeah, it's Chase Bowman on the carry. 2 carries for 4 yards rushing for him tonight. 2nd down and 8. Spread the field. Not enough on that pass. I think it was deflected at the line of scrimmage. I think getting a hand on it was Gage Cottrell. So now 3rd down and 8.
Jones has now gone up 18-0 over Washington.
Wow. You can hear in the press box here. That's surprising a lot of people. Here in Harrah, we're not too far from
No, we got
Jones
some
here.
Jones. It's like a suburb, right?
That's right, over here on the east side of Oklahoma City.
Well, we got to root for Washington. They're a Squirtle school, right?
That's right.
Good play for Fairview. Ooh.
He throws it away. He was wrapped up at the time by Eli Winans, but he got rid of the football, and there was somebody in the area, so it's just incomplete.
Well, that, and he was out of the tackle box, too, as well.
So now it's 4th down and 8.
Well, this is what's happened with Woodland. Fairview's done a great job here on these drives of getting Woodland into 4th down situations, and we've seen them convert, 3 times on that one possession. But
yeah, they're 3 of 4 on 4th down. Take it back, 2 of 3 on 4th down. 4th down and 8. Let's see if the 3rd time is the charm here, if they can convert for a 3rd time. Trey Bennett rolling right, trying to buy some time. Has a man across the middle, caught. 1st down. Couple of yards past the stick. Chase Bowman, another big catch.
I'll tell you,
inside the 15-yard line to the 14.
Tom, I'll tell you what, man. Bennett throws a great ball. I mean, he's a big kid. It makes it look effortlessly. And I'll tell you, he's a lot better on the run. I'd be anxious to see if Woodland does some more rollout stuff with him because he's a lot better throwing on the run.
Yeah, Bennett, 6'4", 195. He's a junior. He'll be back next year. Here comes the 11th play of the drive. 1st down and 10 at the 14-yard line. Bennett this time fakes the give, dumps it out on the left side. Ball is caught. And down to the 10-yard line goes Chase Bowman. 5 catches for Bowman already. They'll mark him inside the 10 at the 9, a gain of 5. 5 catches, 57 yards for Chase Bowman.
Bixby scores again, 14-0 over Jinx.
For the state championship in Class 6A1 going on up north at Edmond, UCO.
Just like that, Washington's on the board.
Bennett tried to get to the edge and nothing doing, as he was tackled by Wheeler. Micah Wheeler, not much of a gain right there. Matter of fact, let's see where they mark that football. They'll put it at the 9, so no gain.
Micah Wheeler on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5. 8:02 to play in the first half. Fairview scored on a 1-yard run by Jax Bernard with 1:58 to play in the first quarter.
Well, Woodland's going to have to get this play off quick. They only got about 5 seconds here.
They will get it off. Oh, nothing. That
Great
ball is
pick.
intercepted at the goal line. It's picked off by Easton Hamer. Hamer comes back the other way and is tackled by Abel Reyes, but the second turnover of the night forced by Fairview, the pick. And for Wheeler, That is his team high 4th interception of the season.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the Fairview defense makes another big play. And the Jackets will take over 1st down and 10 at the 19-yard line. Bernard, left side. Ball caught. Burris has it. Burris makes a move and gets out to the 24.
Pass is complete to Isaiah Burris. Brought down by number 12, Aiden Carey.
Nice route there. A lot of people call that a money route. You fake kind of an inside slant. And a great ball there by Bernard. I mean, he's got a great arm out here to the edge.
2nd down and 5. Quick throw again, left side, right at the stick. The ball caught.
Fairview makes it so tough on you when they stretch you out and they either have 4 wide or they go empty. And all Jax is looking for is a misalignment. And he usually finds it every time. It's tough to defend.
That was Reed Martins making the catch. 1st down and 10. Handoff this time. Running room to the near side, just a couple of yards before the hole closed up. On the carry is Grant Church, the 5'10", 165-pound junior. Out to the 34-yard line, gaining 3.
It'll be 2nd and 7.
So 2nd down and 7 for the black-clad Fairview Yellow Jackets, leading 7-0. Bernard left side, ball caught.
Great defense.
Closing that down, the catch made by Burris, and closing that one down was Lucky Heath.
Great job there. That's a play that's tough. It's tough to tackle Burris in the open field, and he shoestringed him and got him to the ground.
Burris' 2nd catch of the night, 74 catches in the season for him, almost 1,400 yards receiving. 3rd down and a long 5, almost 6. Bernard being chased, rolling to his right. Near sideline ball is caught. 1st down and more to the 50-yard line as Brant Strader makes the catch. Big 3rd down conversion right there. Gain of 14.
Well, and that time Woodland brought the heat, but Bernard just does such a good job of seeing it quick enough, and he gets the ball out to the edge for 1st down.
Strader's 2nd catch, and now Jax Bernard has completed 4 straight passes. And make it 5. Strader again will pick up an easy 5 or 6 over there down to the 44-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 4.
So Brant Strader now for 3 catches, 23 yards. 2nd down and 5. Thought about going deep. Now he will go deep. And look at that arm to Burris. And
Nice
Burris makes the
ball.
catch, touchdown. Look at that arm and look at that catch on the other end. Burris in stride as Jax Bernard dropped it right in over the defender. 44-yard touchdown pass for Jax Bernard, his 43rd of the season for Burris, his 19th touchdown reception.
Just a great throw and catch. Great job by Jax to kind of reposition himself and set his feet. Woodland once again brought the heat. Good ball, good catch.
Bernard for the extra point as Fairview tries to jump out 14-0. Up and through. 5:02 to play in the 1st half. The Jackets on top of Woodland 14-0. You're watching the Class A semifinals on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Alva State.
Fairview has capitalized on 2 Woodland turnovers. The most recent touchdown drive, 7 plays, 81 yards in 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Jax Bernard to Isaiah Burris, 44-yard touchdown pass. And the kick by Bernard makes it 14-0 with 5:02 to play. And now Woodland will take over. Pretty decent field position. Just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start the drive with 4:58 to go in the first half, down by 2 touchdowns.
Well, this is a big possession for Woodland. Woodland really needs to get on the board. They've had 2 long drives that have shortened the game. There's only 4 minutes to go here in this first half. They kept the ball out of Fairview's hand, but they just could not capitalize on either drive inside the 20.
And those turnovers, the fumble that resulted in the short field touchdown for Fairview, and then the interception was turned into the 81-yard touchdown drive that just culminated moments ago. So first down and 10 now from the 39-yard line. The Cougars down 14-0. Winner plays for the state championship next week. Handoff right side, Rhodes, nothing doing. He was blown up. Leading the way, Eli Winans. I think also Bowden Miller was in there. No gain, 2nd and 10.
And that was Wheeler too, man. He's not a big kid, but man, he comes off the edge quick.
Second down and 10.
Reverse.
Going to throw the football. This is Bennett throwing the ball right side. Ball is caught. First down and more.
Look like a face mask.
Down to the 41-yard line. Ball caught by Abel Reyes. And for Reyes, that's his 19th catch of the season. It's enough for a first down to the 41-yard line.
A nice little play call there by Woodland. I think they may have missed a face mask too, so the Jackets dodged kind of an additional bullet there.
20-yard hookup. It was the quarterback, Trey Bennett, lined up wide to the left, who threw the football. For Abel Reyes, he has just over 323 yards receiving on the season. That's his 19th catch, averaging 17 yards a catch. He gets 20 that time. 3:42 to play in the first half. Big drive for the Cougars. Bennett right side, ball nearly intercepted. Almost jumping in front of that and getting the pick was Wheeler. So Michael Wheeler almost had another one. He's got 1 interception already.
The Jackets just on defense, man, they're so opportunistic. We've seen them strip the ball out. They did that last week against Stroud. Obviously there, they get the pick on the last possession, almost get another one. What they lack in size is they make up for in effort and speed.
Homany's come roaring back. Hooker 14, Hominy 12 now in the second quarter. Bennett, time, shows his arm strength, incomplete. Nice coverage downfield as Aiden Carey could not get freed up.
I'll tell you what, Easton Hamer has played a heck of a game for the Yellow Jackets. He has been all over the secondary for very impressive.
So third down and 10 coming up.
You know who Easton Hamer is, don't you? You know Brady Hamer
Yeah.
from Sealing?
Mm-hmm.
That's his nephew.
All right.
His dad is Nick Hamer. He's a great football player at Southwestern. And his aunt is Ashley Hamer, who is Robert Bernard's wife.
Okay.
Little fun facts for you there.
I appreciate that. You are the Fairview native.
And none of those people are from Fairview originally, by the way, that I just mentioned. Sealing, Thomas, all over.
There you go. Timeout called by Woodland. We'll take a break. 3:28 to play in the first half. 14-0, the lead for Fairview. You're watching the game of the week, and you're watching it on Squirtle.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and ranch land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963. Wiggins.
Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst back with you in Harrah tonight. 3:28 to play in the first half. Fairview on top of Woodland, 14-0 in this Class A semifinal. And for Woodland, it's 3rd down and 10.
False start.
They're going to move them back 5 yards. Left side of that line jumped. It was Derek Kennedy. Left guard.
Make sure any of you fans that are out there that are watching us on social media, whether that be on Squirtle or on the Sports Animal or wherever you're at, make sure to let us know where you're watching from. I do have a fan that is watching us from Romania.
Wow.
So we are across the pond.
And then some.
Yeah.
Romania is on the east side of Europe. That's across the pond and across a continent.
We're worldwide, Tom.
Yes, we are. 3rd down and 15. Bennett, right side, ball caught, 1st down. There's your big tight end, Jackson Rhodes. Down to the 28-yard line. Man, they needed that desperately.
Man, I tell you what, I've been really impressed with this quarterback for Woodland.
Yeah, standing in there, making good throws for Rhodes, his 2nd catch of the night.
Made a big mistake in the end zone the last time, but man, when he sets his feet and they give him time, throws a good ball.
1st and 10 after the 18-yard gain. Running room down to the 20-yard line on the carry. Little quick hitter by Dre Long, and for Long, that's his best run of the night, I believe, or close to it. Down to the 21. He'll pick up 7. That's his 2nd best run of the night. He had a 9-yard run earlier. I got to take a moment. I'll say hello to Coach Rick Evans. He was assistant coach at Fairview for a couple of years until 2 years ago, and he is watching us on Squirtle tonight up in Enid. He is very proud of these guys that he coached. He quit after that, the 11-1 season a couple of years ago. 2nd down and 3 now. Rolling right, Bennett. Back toward the middle of the field, it's incomplete. That was a dangerous throw. There was a lot of black jerseys there.
Well, and that's Trace Bonham, too. I mean, Fairview has done such a good job of moving him off of his spots. They're really getting to him quick. That's the big difference. Woodland cannot get to Bernard, and Fairview is getting.
They are putting the heat on Trey Bennett.
To Bennett.
Yeah, 3rd down and 3. 2-down territory. Bennett with Dre Long to his left. 3 wide to the near side, little pump fake. Going left toward the end zone, and it's intercepted again in the end zone. Another turnover, and coming back the other way on the return for Fairview is Brant Strader, and then a flag comes in late. So Strader with the pick. It's his 4th of the season.
Telling you, this defense for the Jackets has been huge in this game. Every time Woodland knocks on the door, big play for the Yellow Jackets.
2nd interception of the night, thrown by Trey Bennett.
Telling you, the Strader kid is playing possess. That kid has had the last 2 weeks of football for him have been top notch. This kid knows it's his senior year, and he has had a fantastic pairing of games. He's played great in this one.
It'll be a hold on the return, so they'll mark it back to the 10-yard line. And let's see what Fairview wants to do with 2:18 left. Of course, with their explosive offense, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they're going to try to do everything they can to get the ball in the end zone because this game's still only a 2-score game. You know, we talked about Woodland, how efficient they were on offense, and they burn a ton of time off because Fairview, I think, has only had 3 possessions.
You are exactly right. A punt and 2 touchdowns. 1st down left side. Not a whole lot there as Grant Church is chased down from behind. No gain on the play. Matter of fact, he'll lose a yard back to the 9.
I think Coach Bernard is happy with their play so far. The way their defense is playing, I think he'd be fine. you make a mistake on this end of the field, you get the ball right back to Woodland on a turnover or something. But I could see him, knowing him, I could see him going up top just for one play to see if he could get something big and then go from there.
Yeah, we're under 2 minutes to play, 1:45 to play in the first half. It's 14-0 Jackets. Looking for win number 29 in a row and 40 of 41. Bernard near side, man, nice cut. Was this catch made in the near sideline? It was. That was nicely done out past the 20-yard line. Brant Strader on the sideline makes the catch, move the chains, first down out of the 21 on the gain of 12.
Well, you think those two have ever played catch together?
Jeez,
Bernard threw that ball before he was out of his cut.
Fourth catch for Strader. Throw it again, near side. Ball caught by Burris.
Needs to get out of bounds.
And he will. Stopping the clock with 1:16 to play. He tried to shake and bake for a couple of extra yards, but knew that he needed to get out of bounds. Let's see. Fairview has two timeouts remaining. Ball out of the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 8. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight completions for Jax Bernard. Second down and 2. 4 receivers. One back. Bernard. Pass caught at the 39-yard line. Tackle made out there by Lucky Heath. But that's Burris again. So Burris this time is tackled. I'm going to mark this football. Mark it at the 38-yard line. We'll take a break. Timeout. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Jackets have first down and 10 at their own 38-yard line. 1:10 to play in the first half as they look for more, leading 14-0 over Woodland in this Class A semifinal. Empty the backfield. Bernard, little draw, running room, and he will push the pile. Now finally push back. That forward progress should get him out to the 43. So he'll gain 5. Clock continues to run. And there's an injury timeout, and Fairview will go ahead and take it. 55 ticks to play in the first half. We'll take a quick break. 14-0 Jackets over the Cougars, and you're watching it on Squirtle.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
When looking to purchase or market your livestock, choose the Fairview Livestock Commission Company. Family owned and operated, we're proud to be Northwest Oklahoma's first choice for your cattle marketing needs. Cattle sales are every Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. Replacement cow sale this Tuesday, December 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. K.L. James, 580-227-3797. Go Yellow Jackets.
We cannot do it without those local sponsors. We appreciate the Fairview sponsors jumping on board with us for this big game. It is second down and 5. Take a second down and 4 now for the Jackets. Just shy of midfield. Final minute of the first half. And Bernard goes deep. Got a man.
Good coverage.
Good coverage by Chase Bowman. As Easton Hamer got a hand on it, but so did Chase Bowman.
I tell you one thing. That Hamer kid can run. Man. He's got long strides. That ball was right there. Good ball again by Bernard. Just a better defensive play for Woodland.
Yeah, that was 9 consecutive completions. That streak ended right there.
Well, Tom, you were talking about Hominy. They're now up 18-14.
Wow.
So they roar back and take a lead.
18 straight after being down 14-0 early on. 3rd down and 5. Bernard out, ball caught, first down. Inside the 40-yard line, pushed out at the 37. Nice catch by Reed Martins, big target. Reed at 6'3". He'll step out at the 37.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Which is a gain of 19. Martin's 3rd catch of the night. He wants to throw back the other way, the inside screen. Ball caught. That's Martins again. Martins inside the 30-yard line, just shy of the stick. Clock will continue to roll, 33 seconds and ticking, and about a 9-yard pickup. And I think Fairview's going to...
They're going to call a lineman downfield.
Nope. Yep, there's a flag.
Ineligible downfield.
Yep.
Ineligible man downfield against the Yellow Jackets.
So they will mark that off from back at the line of scrimmage, mark it off 5 yards, and it will be 2nd down and long.
I really like the play call there by Coach Bernard. They've been hitting everything on timing routes. I haven't run a screen really yet outside of just that RPO play that they run, and run all the action towards this side of the field and throw a screen back the other way. And really, Martins had 1 tackle to break, and he'd have been gone.
This drive started back at the 10-yard line. This is the 9th play of the drive coming up. 32 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, those are the 2 guys that Fairview's going to be looking to go to here with Burris and Martins.
It'll be 1st and 15.
From the far hash, and you see Burris and Martins right there lined up on the near side. Back to throw. He's looking that way. Far sideline, wide open.
Ooh.
Can't quite hit him. Just missed him by a step. Pass was intended for Martins, incomplete.
I like that route there.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 15 from back at the 42-yard line. 14 seconds to play in the first half. Stay with us. We will go over the first half scoring, hit all the stats for you, and, of course, check the Squirtle scoreboard on state championship weekend number 1.
A lot of interesting scores out there for sure.
You
You see
betcha.
Muskogee win their 2nd week in a row, stopping a 2-point conversion to win.
Wow.
At the half-yard line. Did it against Deer Creek in the semis and did it the state championship game against Stillwater.
28-26 the final there. Near sideline, ball caught. That's actually caught on the seam and down to the 20-yard line. They'll stop the clock while they move the chains. As Reed Martins makes another catch, a gain of 22. And a timeout. I'll tell you what Jax Bernard is doing is surgical. He is just marching his team down the field. He's got so many weapons to throw the football to, and they can all catch the ball too.
Well, we talked about it before the game. You asked me about the difference between them last year and this year. I mean, the biggest difference is they're definitely leaning more on throwing the ball comparatively last year with what they had up front and what they had at tailback. But a lot of times, nowadays the way football is played, it's played on, with the field spread out. I know Coach Shack always likes to use the slogan "Gold is found in the ground," but when you've got weather like we've had, we haven't had a lot of the weather issues and problems. So throwing that ball around when you can do it as well as Fairview does is to your advantage.
Yeah, Fairview has found quite a bit of gold through the air over the past couple of years. Jax Bernard, he's a junior now, starting as a freshman 2 years ago.
Oh, what's great is, of all people, Coach Shackelford to make the comment, gold is found on the ground. Now, don't get me wrong. Those teams that won some state titles for him could really run the ball, but that guy's not afraid to throw it 50 times a game.
He's always had some good quarterbacks that could wing it a little bit. All right, 1st down and 10 from the 20. Bernard looking right side, back right corner of the end zone. Burris goes high. Did he get a foot down? Nope, he didn't. Incomplete.
Nope. I don't know what's going on here. It looked like he had it.
We were in a blind spot, then a flag in there.
He must have stepped out of bounds. So it'd been illegal.
That's what it is, yep. Illegal touching.
Yep.
So it's illegal touching. Burris in the end zone. Made a good catch down there in the corner. 2 seconds to play in the first half. So they will mark this one back to the 35. And it will be first down and 25, but that doesn't matter. There's 2 seconds to play in the first half. So Bernard will try to throw it for the end zone, get a flag, or find a friendly receiver. Jackets on top 14-0. Number 1 versus number 4 in the state, playing for a trip to the state championship game. Say Bernard buying some time. Now he's going deep to the end zone. A lot of white jerseys down there. They'll knock it down. Ooh, it was almost deflected up into the air by Easton Hamer. He almost chased it down. It looked like there were only 3 or 4 white jerseys back there on the goal line, but Easton Hamer jumped in there and got a hand on it, tipped it up into the air. 14-0 Fairview. The Jackets capitalize on a couple of turnovers and score off of those turnovers and take a 2-touchdown lead to the locker room. We'll take a break. Halftime show begins after this. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect through their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Kid Drug is second to none in Northwest Oklahoma. We are known for our beautiful home and holiday accessories, women's fashion, toys, candles, expansive kitchenware, and pampering bath and body lines. We offer lovely bridal and baby registries. Come experience our old-fashioned soda fountain treats, including the best malts and shakes you've ever tasted. Our pharmacy has been serving the Fairview and surrounding areas for more than 30 years. We accept most third-party insurance and have a complete line of over-the-counter medications, prescription drugs, and durable medical goods. So come see us at Kid Drug, 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8:30 to 3 p.m. Saturdays. Farmers and Merchants National Bank is Fairview's hometown bank, serving you, committed to providing the Fairview area with the latest in banking services and convenience. Farmers and Merchants is a locally owned and operated bank, eager to serve your personal and professional banking needs. With a pledge to exceed the expectations of their customers, the staff is confident in their ability to provide you with an exceptional banking experience. Farmers and Merchants National Bank in Fairview, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
The Sports Animal.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
It's halftime at Evans Field in Harrah, and the Fairview Yellow Jackets on top of the Woodland Cougars 14-0. Go back and recap the first half. Right off the top, the opening kickoff, Fairview fumbled the kick. Woodland got the ball, taking over at the Fairview 34-yard line. They drove down as far as the 7-yard line before a sack, marked it back, and then on 4th down, they came up empty. Fairview's opening possession took over on the 16-yard line, moved it out to the 45 before they punted on 4th down. And then the first big turnover of the ball game, Woodland turned it over, and Fairview took over at the Woodland 14-yard line. They scored in 4 plays in a minute and 15 seconds. It was Jax Bernard, the 1-yard run. Bernard with the kick. It's 7-0 with 1:58 to play in the first quarter. Early in the second quarter, Woodland took over on their own 30-yard line and then drove it down again inside Fairview, the red zone, down to the 9-yard line. Then an interception. Returned out to the 19-yard line. So a second turnover, and this one turns into a touchdown as well. 7 plays, 81 yards in 2 minutes and 28 seconds, and Jax Bernard to Isaiah Burris, a 44-yard touchdown pass as Bernard just laid it in there over the defender, and Burris cut it on the run. Then Bernard with the extra point kick. 5:02 to play in the first half. It's 14-0. It capped a 7-play, 81-yard drive in 2 minutes and 28 seconds. And that is the scoring. A couple of turnovers, actually 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions for Woodland. The 1 turnover for Fairview, and didn't do them any damage. 14-0. We'll take a break, come back and go through the stats and Squirtle scoreboard and so much more. Playing for a trip to the state championship in Class A, and Fairview on top of Woodland at the half, 14-0. We're back after this on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Do you have the right insurance for your needs? Let Nick Ewing at Ewing Insurance Agency in Fairview and Watonga work for you. Nick is your local, service-minded agent that can help you find the insurance plan that is right for you. Home, auto, life, health, farm owners, and commercial insurance, Nick can help. Visit Nick Ewing of Ewing Insurance Agency at 106 North Main in Fairview and 401 North Clarence Nash Boulevard in Watonga. Proud to support all of our area student athletes. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes. Jensen's of Fairview is celebrating 91 years. Currently, special pricing and financing available on select GMC and Buick units in stock. Hurry, as these units and offers won't last. Jensen's, the best prices in Northwest Oklahoma on your new and used vehicles. So come see why generations of customers have been choosing Jensen's to serve their automotive needs. Same family, same business, same location for 9 decades. Go Jackets!
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We're making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963. Wiggins Auction.
Back here at Harrah, halftime, the Fairview Yellow Jackets on top of the Woodland Cougars, 14-0. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half. First of all, for Woodland, really neither team able to establish the run, and that will bear itself out here. For Woodland, 16 rushes for 27 first-half yards on the ground. Leading rusher Dre Long, 7 carries for 20 yards. Jackson Rhodes with 3 for 6, and then Chase Bowman with 2 for 4. Through the air, Trey Bennett is 8 of 18 for 102 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So 34 offensive plays for 129 yards, averaging 3.8 yards a play. Then Chase Bowman leads them in receiving, 5 catches for 57 yards. Jackson Rhodes, 2 for 25. For Fairview, 9 carries, 13 yards rushing in the first half. Grant Church, 4 carries for 9 yards. Isaiah Burris, a carry for 2. And then Jax Bernard, 4 carries for a total of 2 yards. Through the air, Jax Bernard, 14 of 17 for 181 yards passing. He did throw the touchdown pass to Isaiah Burris, and 26 offensive plays for 194 yards for the Jackets, averaging 7.5 yards per play. And the receiving numbers, Isaiah Burris, 5 for 68 and a touchdown. Brant Strader, 4 for 35. Reed Martins, 4 for 55. And then Easton Hamer, 1 catch for 23 yards. And if you look at the numbers this season, Fairview with just 2 shutouts. They shut out Chisholm 42-0 in week 2, and then Burns Flat Dill City 58-0 in week 9. They are shutting out Woodland right now 14-0. We'll take a break and be right back. The Squirtle scoreboard in the second half coming your way. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today. Dr. Devin Nightingale is your...
It is halftime in Harrah, Fairview 14, Woodland nothing. The third quarter just around the corner, but there is no better person to deliver the scores from the Squirtle scoreboard than the man from Squirtle, Adam Dieselhorst. What's going on tonight?
Well, I would be honored. Thank you, Tom. In Class C for a state championship. And we talked about this and interviewed both of these coaches this week and covered it on our Pick'em show. Tipton leads 28-0 at half. Probably not a surprise there, Tipton. Just an extremely talented team in Class C. I know that game was close early in the year, but
really good year for the Ryan Cowboys.
Yeah, no doubt. And we talked about Ryan kind of being back. They had a lot of tradition down there, and so a great season to them. I hope they come back in the second half and make it a game. Here's a game that was really interesting early. We saw Jones open up an 18-0 lead over the defending state champion, Washington Warriors. But, man, just in championship style, Washington roars back and takes a 21-18 lead at halftime. Over at UCO and our biggest class in the state, Bixby, the big crosstown rivalry with them, with really not even crosstown, about crossed a city or street.
That's right.
Rivalry up 28-7 over Jinx.
And one thing I'll tell you about that game, you remember last year when Bixby had that long winning streak. They've got the game on ESPN, national TV, and then Jinx pulls the upset. You got a feeling every time Bixby plays Jinx, they're thinking about that.
Well, and that seems like a pretty big lead, but honestly, if you look at Bixby scores throughout the year, 28-7.5 is not a bad deal. If Jinx can get some things to kind of go their way in the second half, keep that thing close, put the pressure back on Bixby.
Yep.
Another in our class, another semifinal game. We were checking on this one throughout, and that was another one we saw Hooker jump out to a 14-0 lead, but it looks like the Bucks of Hominy have now closed that gap, and actually they take a lead into halftime, 18-14. Another game in 2A, another Squirtle school representing Millwood and Kiefer. What a great game, 14-12 with about 4 minutes to go in the first half. Kiefer's kind of a new team to the game. Millwood obviously has a lot of familiarity with these big games, so I expect to see that one continue to go down to the wire.
And that's a state semifinal game as well tonight.
That is, yes, sir. And then the other state championship games we want to talk about, we had a great game at UCO this afternoon, Stillwater and Muskogee. Muskogee wins it 28-26. They get a stop on a 2-point conversion at the half-yard line, which they did that the week before in the semifinals against Deer Creek of Edmond.
Nice to see Jamarian Ficklin get a state championship. He had a tremendous year, a tremendous career.
Yeah, fantastic win for Muskogee. And then the other game last night, the two-day game, as I'll call it.
Mother Nature was ahead early in that one.
Blanchard, a Squirtle school. We got some Squirtle schools repping. So we're going to be making a lot of posters this year for our state title schools. But Blanchard wins over Wagner. Some would call that an upset. I think a lot of us felt like Blanchard had a really good chance in that game. 19-14. Big shout out to Coach Jeff Craig on a state championship there. And obviously our game here, the other semifinal, Fairview leads 14-0.
Hey, we'll take a break and come right back. The second half is just around the corner. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle.
Few things bring communities together like high school sports. The passion, the drama, the atmosphere, the tremendous thrill of victory, and the agonizing pain of defeat. There's nothing like it, and nobody in Oklahoma brings you all of that better than Squirtle. So sit back, hold on, and get ready for another thrilling ride, because it's time once again for the Squirtle Game of the Week.
The first meeting ever between these two teams, these two schools, Woodland and Fairview, and the Jackets on top of the Cougars, 14-0. We were talking about in the pregame, Fairview about 120 miles away to the north and west of Harrah, and pretty much straight north for Woodland up there east of Ponca City from the Fairfax-Ralston area. It's 102 miles, so get them down here in a neutral field. And what I got to say, I just went out at halftime and ran to the concession stand. This side, this home side is packed, and there's a nice crowd across the way as well for Woodland fans. But Fairview shows up, and really this is the perfect size stadium for a game like this. It is pretty much full from end zone to end zone here on the near side, and a big crowd across the way. This place seats about 2,500, and great atmosphere, not too big, not too small, and great lighting, tremendous facility here at Evans Field in Harrah.
Yeah, great hosts, great hospitality so far. They've been very gracious. They allowed us to come and bring all of our stuff and knock people out of their normal seats, and we apologize for that, but we're thankful for that as well. And, yeah, class act place. Harrah does a fantastic job, and a big shout-out to them because it's a lot of work to put on one of these games. You got a lot of people got to volunteer their time, and it's not like they're making a ton of money. I can promise you that, and they're doing it for these games and to get their community some exposure.
I've got a shout out really quick. I'd like to say a big hello to Pat Regier from Fairview. She is watching Squirtle on her TV in Bixby tonight. She's thankful we're broadcasting this ball game, and I'm just glad to be here. Last football game of the year.
As you can imagine, Tom, I got a lot of shout outs. We could probably spend the entire second half with shout outs. I need to get a shout out to Cindy Bartell in Fairview, like a second mother to me. She's tuned in to both of us, telling us we're doing a fantastic job. All my buddies and the Red Dirt crew all over the state of Oklahoma, they are all tuned in to watch the Yellow Jackets tonight, so big shout-out to all of them. My brother Jake is just landed in Dallas for the big Oklahoma State-Texas Big 12 Championship game tomorrow. And
Go Pokes. Go Pokes.
Yep, he wanted same thing, go Pokes. He wanted to give a shout-out to as well. So look forward to a really good second half. You know, Woodland really honestly – textbook did exactly what they wanted to do. Everything but convert. I mean, the turnovers killed them, but they sustained long drives. They took time off the clock. They limited Fairview's possessions, but just unfortunately, they just turned the ball over.
That opening drive by Woodland after the opening kickoff turnover, I really think if Fairview didn't need any more confidence, they got it by getting that stop in the red zone. And then, they gave Woodland the ball, starting the drive at the Fairview 34-yard line. Woodland drove down inside the 20, then inside the 10, actually. Then the sack moved them back to the 16, and they came up empty. And, boy, that the momentum, a couple of turnovers, a couple of touchdowns, the 1-yard run by Bernard, then the touchdown pass, which was as beautiful as anything you're going to see. 44-yard hookup from Jax Bernard to Isaiah Burris. And I think this first drive for Woodland is of immense importance.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Woodland, like you said, you're getting the ball. If you can drive down the field and punch it in the end zone, the pressure goes back on the Yellow Jackets, defending state champion, and really the team that's carried a majority of the momentum in this first half.
This Woodland team, Casey Goad, their head coach, his first year there, they were 2-7 back in 2019. Next year went 12-2, got beat by Cashner in the quarterfinals in the COVID year. 10-3, got into the quarterfinals again, lost to Cashner again in 2021. Then last year, 7-5, got beat in the second round. They've turned it around this year. 7 offensive starters return, 8 defensive starters. And, boy, this is a darn good football team. And those turnovers hurting them right now. But they've got a chance to crawl back into this one right here. And if you're just joining us here for the second half, Woodland in the white, Fairview in the black and the orange numbers. And Fairview will kick it away here as we're ready for the second half. The kick is covered at the 29-yard line, now picked up. And Dre Long tries to find some return room, and he won't get much, maybe to the 31-yard line, which is where Woodland will start this drive. In the first half, Woodland started drives at the Fairview 34, the Fairview or their own 30-yard line and their own 39-yard line. So they'll start this drive at their own 31. The opening drive of the third quarter, trailing 14-0. Trey Bennett, 8 of 18 passing in the first half for 102 yards and a couple of picks. They carried the ball 16 rushes for 27 yards. So now around the left side goes Chase Bowman. That's one of the longer runs. Matter of fact, that may be the longest rush of the night. 9 yards was the previous long. They'll pick up right at 9 to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line to bring up second and a short one.
Wanted to go quick here. Ooh, got Fairview off sides. That should have been a flag.
They didn't throw it, and boy, Coach Goad over there is not happy. He wants to throw. Bennett steps up, chased, and he is sacked from behind by Gage Cottrell. Cottrell, the defensive tackle, got on a hand on his ankle and pulled him down from behind. And so it is now third down and short. They'll say no gain. So technically it's not a sack. Just underway here in the third quarter. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, Ella Sunken, our producer-engineer, Caden the Fortune in camera, also Camden Billy. Around the near side, that should be enough for the first down. There's Jackson Rhodes, the big 6'4" senior. We'll get it out to the 43-yard line, picking up 3. First down and 10. Bennett checking with the sideline. Lines up with Dre Long to his right. Option, pitch to Long, tries to get to the edge, turns it up on the sideline, and he is popped right here below us. Making that play, Micah Wheeler.
Man, big hit.
You could hear it up here, and the windows are shut up here. Gain of 3.
Got a shout out from Coach Turney. He said he is tired of watching OBU film. So he said, let's go Jackets.
The old ball coach. He spent some time in the booth with me this year. Second down and 7. Counter this time, finding Chase Bowman. Bowman turns it up and almost broke free inside the 45-yard line. He'll get down to the 42. First down, Woodland in Fairview territory.
Well, and we've seen this on 2 possessions. Woodland pounds the ball down, into about the 20 or 30-yard line, and they've made multiple mistakes and haven't been able to punch it in. So let's see if they can change that.
12-yard gain. 6th play of the drive coming up. It started back on the 31. Opening drive of the third quarter for the Cougars. Hand it off up the middle, trying to find a little bit of room for Jackson Rhodes, and he'll pick up a couple to the 40-yard line. That's just about it.
Well, great job there by the Jackets as linebackers. That's Bowden Miller.
To be honest with you, this is actually a perfect kind of a drive for Woodland. They want to keep Fairview's offense off the field. Take some time off the clock, come down, get a touchdown, get it back to 14-7 possibly. Second down and 8 at the Fairview 40-yard line. 3 wide to the left side. On the sweep, turning left
That's a
is
hold.
Aiden Carey. And I don't think they threw the flag, though, did they? No.
They sure didn't. He got tackled. Burris did.
Carey turned it up and got inside the 40-yard line down to the 37, picking up 3.
It'll be 35.
So now 3rd down and 5 in 2-down territory for the Cougars. 8:35 to play in the 3rd quarter, 14-0 Fairview. Bennett setting up the screen pass, right side. Nice deflection, knocking that ball away. Is
Bonham.
Trace Bonham, yep.
Just great discipline by the Jackets. Obviously, they watched film. I mean, they have been all over Woodland on any kind of play that they run that seems out of the ordinary.
Yeah, Trace Bonham, a 6-foot-tall, 200-pound junior, the starter on defensive end. So 4th down and 5. Woodland needs this desperately. They've got to keep this drive alive. Right side.
Great catch.
Nice catch at the 31-yard line. Chase Bowman, another big catch. He was covered well by Burris.
That was Uthier.
Oh, Uthier, yeah,
Yep.
24, not 21. So they'll mark the ball at the 30-yard line, a gain of 7. Move the chains, 1st down. And for Bowman, his 6th catch of the season, or of the night. He said a lot more than that in the season. Here comes long left side, running room.
Great blocking.
15-yard line. He fumbled the football late, and Fairview may have it. Fairview's got it. They'll go to the bottom of the pile. The indication the Jackets have it. Another turnover, the 4th of the night for the Cougars, and that will short-circuit another drive.
Well, that's another situation where Fairview is looking to knock the ball out, and you saw them do it last week against Stroud, and once again, Woodland down, getting ready to score, and they fumble. Man, big-time play for the Yellow Jackets.
So another turnover. And Fairview will take over at the 10. Take it back, make it the 11-yard line with 7:50 to play in the 3rd quarter. Jax Bernard bounces off of a tackle. He went airborne, stays on his feet, and is run out of bounds. Nope, he's still on his feet. I think he might have stepped out of bounds over there, but he picked up the 1st down.
Well, and I think if you wonder what kind of athlete is Jax, people ask that question. He is a great athlete. I've said this before a lot of times, and I've mentioned he's one of the better quarterbacks I've seen in the state, regardless of class.
Again on the play of 13 yards. Short yardage up the middle this time, and a flag comes in late. Near sideline, Robert Bernard wonders what it is.
I think it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Is it on the sideline, or did something happen on the field?
I think it's on Burris, it looks like. Personal foul. Oh, it's going the other way.
Wow.
I was wrong.
So the 15-yard penalty will move the ball out across the 35-yard line to the 39. And it's 1st down and 10 at the 39 as Fairview, their opening possession of the 3rd quarter. They had 194 total yards in the first half, and they would love to put together a long time-consuming drive and go up 3 touchdowns. From the pistol formation this time, handoff near side. Church for a yard or 2 before he was pushed back. Let's see, Aiden Carey in there, also Derek Kennedy. Gain of 2 to the 41. For Church, only his 5th carry of the night. 2nd down and 8. Bernard. He'll follow the blocking along around the right side, and not a whole lot there that time as he was tackled by Long. Dre Long, also DK Kennedy. No gain on the play. 3rd down and long.
Watch a pass out here to Martins on a little spot out. That was there. That's
back
risky.
foot.
Nice
That is a
catch
great
by
catch.
Strader. Holy cow.
Strader makes the catch inside the 40-yard line, stepping out of bounds at the 39. Unbelievable.
Great throw and catch. Man, Strader's having a heck of a game, and Bernard shows his arm again.
Gain of 22. Strader's 5th catch. He'll throw again. Right side into traffic. Caught.
Touchdown.
To the house, Isaiah Burris. The defender went for the pick, and Burris just stayed patient with it, waited for it, and steps into the end zone. That's his 2nd long touchdown catch of the night, this time 39 yards out, and that will make it 20-0.
Well, I mean, it just ends up happening every game. Every game we've covered for Fairview, Burris ends up getting loose. What a fantastic route. He faked the skinny post, and Bernard, only had a moment to get the ball out there and got it out there just quick enough for the touchdown.
107 yards receiving on 6 catches and now 2 long touchdowns for Isaiah Burris. Kick is blocked, so it will stay 20-0. We'll take a break and be right back. 6:09 to play 3rd quarter. Fairview up by 3 touchdowns. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
When looking to purchase or market your livestock, choose the Fairview Livestock Commission Company. Family owned and operated, we're proud to be Northwest Oklahoma's first choice for your cattle marketing needs. Cattle sales are every Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. Replacement cow sale this Tuesday, December 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. K.L. James, 580-227-3797. Go Yellow Jackets.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture. When you're
Boy, how explosive Fairview can be. 6-play, 89-yard drive in 1 minute and 41 seconds. And another touchdown hookup from Jax Bernard to Isaiah Burris. For Burris, 6 catches, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns receptions of 44 and 39 yards. 20-0 after the extra point kick was blocked. And Jax Bernard will tee it up at the 40-yard line. And the Woodland Cougars are in desperate times now, trailing by 3 touchdowns.
That's Austin Hickman that will be kicking.
Oh,
actually.
that's Hickman, excuse me.
I don't know what's going on here.
Teams are coming to the near sideline, or to their respective sidelines. Was there a timeout called? I wonder, could there be some fans making some noise? They're pointing over across the way to the far, over to the far stands, maybe.
Yeah, there may be somebody that they have to ask politely to leave. Looks like they have security coming over.
Yeah, your team is down 20-0, and it's a little frustrating. It's been a great season for Woodland.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, they're not out of it by any means, as I think the Popo is heading across the way to Well, when we get back to action here, it will be Fairview kicking it away.
Well, that's really unfortunate. We're playing a high school sporting event with kids that are playing a sport in a game, and we have to deal with situations like that.
And first of all, let's talk about the fact that there is a shortage of officials the way it is, and people need to remember that without officials, we do not have games.
And these officials have done a fantastic
They've
job.
done a great job.
I'm telling
yes.
you, we call games all over the state of Oklahoma. You couldn't ask for better officials that we have across the state.
And the fans just need to sit down and zip it, because there are fewer and fewer officials out there. I wouldn't want to do it either. Austin Hickman, the freshman kicker, will tee it off at the 40-yard line. And we will try it again. Aiden Carey and Dre Long back deep for Woodland. Fairview going for their 29th win in a row. High short kick. Take it at the 30. On the return is Jackson Rhodes, and Rhodes out across the 35 to the 38, and that is where Woodland will take over, first down and 10. Too many turnovers. They've had 4 of them now. 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles.
Every possession that Woodland has had, they've had plus yardage. They've moved the ball, and then they've ended up either turning it over on downs, or they got the 2 fumbles and the 2 interceptions. Fairview has just been so opportunistic on defense.
So this drive will start with 6:02 to play in the third quarter. Cougars now trailing 20-0. Some running room out near midfield for Chase Bowman. He's had a heck of a game tonight. That might be a 10-yard gain. Yep. 2nd down and 1. So a 9-yard gain for Bowman. Nope, it is a first down. They gave it to him.
It's a situation, if you're Woodland, the clock starts to become your biggest enemy now with just 5:30 here to go in this game, or third quarter.
Going to load it up on the left side. And Bennett hands off going right to the near side as Dre Long trying to find some room. He'll get the first down to the 50, picking up a couple. He was stopped by Micah Wheeler. It's been tough sledding the running game for both these teams tonight.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8 now, right at the midfield stripe. Check some of those Squirtle scoreboard games for us now. Mostly interested in Hominy and Hooker.
Still 18-14 Hominy leads. Kiefer still leads Millwood 14-12, and Washington's opened it up on Jones 28-18.
Handoff. Here comes Jackson Rhodes. And they use Jackson Rhodes so many ways. They'll line him up in the backfield, tight end, split him out. He'll pick up 8 on that carry right there.
Got a lot of shout-outs. Negative shout-out to Cody Yandell. He's a Woodland grad. He's tuned in watching, telling us thank you for the coverage. One of my former classmates, Nathan Harder, living out in Arizona, wants to give us a shout-out. Said, you're doing a good job, Tom.
I bet it's a lot warmer out there. It's not too bad here. High 30s here in Harrah,
no wind.
Oklahoma. No wind is the key. 3rd down and 2.
Great
Long.
stop.
It'll be close. It's going to be about a half a yard short. Definitely they'll go for it here. It'll be 4th down and less than a yard.
Just another great job by the linebackers for Fairview. You see Bowden Miller and you see Gilchrist in there, and also Strader came and got his helmet in there to push him back.
Keep an eye on that clock. Under 4 minutes to play now in the third period. Fourth and 1. Little tush push.
Be offsides on Fairview.
Well, he would have picked up the first down, but he picked it up anyway on the penalty. They'll move it inside the 40-yard line. We should mark this one to 37 by the time all is said and done. Or 38, excuse me. Yep.
We've been mentioning Brant Strader's name a lot. I want to give a shout-out to Brant's mom, Cody. She had a medical scare a couple weeks ago, and she's on the mend at Mercy Hospital, and we want to tell her we're thinking about her and praying for her. And her son's having a heck of a game.
Direct snap to Dre Long this time. Absolutely nothing doing. Tegan Gilchrist is in there for the loss of 4, back outside the 40-yard line to the 42. Shout out to Randy Shapansky up in Pond Creek. He loves his Pond Creek Hunter Panthers and
Northwestern Ranger cheerleader.
That's right. Yeah, his dad.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
His son.
Gotcha.
His son's the cheerleader.
Gotcha.
2nd down and 14. Rolling right. Bennett across the middle. Ball caught by Rose.
Strader.
And Rose down to the 35-yard line, wrapped up by Strader and pulled down short. Gain of 7. And Randy Shapansky runs the clock up there at Pond Creek Hunter. It's been a while since I've done a game up there, but I spent a lot of time in that press box.
I'll tell you one thing. When you talk about Fairview, you automatically go to what they are on offense. They're skill guys, how explosive they are, the quarterback. But, man, they are good on defense. They're swarming. They're athletic. And they've been great in the playoffs on defense.
I was talking to Rick Evans about that today. I'll finish my thought here before the play gets underway. I'll finish it right now. Talking to Rick Evans today, a former assistant coach over at Fairview, and he told me, everybody talks about their offense, but, boy, their defense is salty. And we are seeing that here tonight. Move them back with the penalty. Back to the 40-yard line. This game has really moved along. 2 minutes and change remaining in the third quarter. Clock back at action here. Jackets are trying to get to the state championship game for the second year in a row and try to get that second gold ball next week in Edmond, leading 20-0. 3rd down and 11. Handing off to Chase Bowman, and Bowman for a couple, not nearly enough, down to the 35. They'll give him 5 yards there.
It'll be 4th and 7.
And 4th down and 7 now for Woodland here late in the third corner. 40 yards rushing on 6 carries for Chase Bowman. The clock is in the favor of the fans sitting here on the home side, Fairview. And so is the scoreboard, leading 20-0. 4th and 7, Woodland needs to convert. That's going to be 5 the easy way right there.
Oh, false start.
Oh, goes the other way. Well, I saw a Jacket jump early. It's going against. He was drawn off sides.
I thought so too.
So move it back to the 40-yard line. 4th down and 12.
It's a little surprise there. I thought that was going to go against the Yellow Jackets, so Fairview dodged a bullet there.
4th and 12.
Got him.
Wide open far side, led him a little too much, looking for his favorite target, Jackson Rhodes, incomplete. So the drive will come to an end on downs, and Fairview will take over 1st down and 10 with 52 seconds to play in the third quarter. 1st down and 10 at their own 40-yard line. We were talking earlier about the history of Woodland, Fairfax High School. Very, very pretty famous college football coach. Won a couple of state championships back in the 70s at Fairfax High School. Larry Coker, who coached the Miami Hurricane, also UTSA before he retired. Assistant coach at OSU at one point, I believe. Would he have been on Jimmy Johnson's staff? I think that's might
correct.
be how he ended up getting eventually to the head coaching job at Miami.
Well, and Coach Sindelar, that was at Morrison and won a handful of state championships, went to Woodland, and I believe he won a couple 8-man state championships at Woodland, if I do remember right.
As I was telling that story, who got that carry?
That was Wheeler. Micah Wheeler came in. Fairview pulling out all sorts of stops here.
I got to telling my story and forgot to look at what was going on in the field. 2nd down and 5, right up the middle, running room toward the far sideline, angling is Wheeler again. 2 explosive plays for him. And across midfield down to the 45-yard line, he'll pick up 10.
That's pretty nice to have if you're Coach Bernard. You get to bring a guy in that doesn't hardly ever carry the ball, and he's an explosive athlete.
That is the end of the third quarter. The Fairview Jackets putting up 4 fingers. They're 12 minutes away from playing for another gold ball. 20-0 Fairview. We'll take a break. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect to their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today. The High Plains.
We head to the fourth quarter. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst with you. Fairview with the football, first down and 10 at the Woodland 45-yard line. Jackets on top 20-0. It's been all Jackets tonight, but Woodland has been victimized by 4 turnovers, 3 of which have resulted in touchdowns the other way. Give this time left to Colt Heyman, his first carry. And he's tackled shy of the – they're going to give him forward progress for a yard to the 44. Colt Heyman, 76th carry of the season right there with 523 yards rushing coming in and 4 rushing touchdowns. He picks up a yard. We may see some new faces here, although still only 20. It's only a 3-touchdown deficit. You wouldn't start making too many changes right here. Reverse to the near side comes Wheeler, 40-yard line. Bernard throws a block for him, then maybe a late hit. They're going to throw the flag? No.
Yeah, I think they did throw it.
Did they throw it down the right in front of the bench where we couldn't see it?
Yeah.
The run down to the 36-yard line, actually the 38. So a gain on the play of 6, and they'll put 15 more yards tacked on to it.
It'll be first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, if you're Woodland, just too many mistakes tonight. Here in the fourth quarter, you're down 3 scores, and you've had 4 turnovers. And
who had that carry?
The
who
last
got popped? Yes, who got popped?
Didn't see.
Jet sweep, left side, turning it up is Burris. Burris to the sideline. Burris to the end zone. Did he get in? No indication yet.
He's just short.
At the 1-yard line.
Isaiah Burris is brought down at the 1-yard line. It'll be first and goal at the 1.
So the run down to the 1-yard line.
Nope.
Did he lean forward, get the ball across the plane? No indication yet. I don't think he did. Oh, he fumbled the football. Bernard and the quarterback keeper. No gain.
Well, and really, if you're Fairview, the clock should be rolling here.
It'll be second and goal.
So really, it's not too bad of a thing because you got the ball in the half-yard line. Hooker scores to go ahead of Hominy, 20-18.
What a game. Bad snap, picked up. Burris tried to make something out of it, and he will dive just shy of the end zone, getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Burris on the carry.
Obviously, you don't want to have miscues, but really, if you're Fairview, you're at the 1-yard line. The clock is running. You probably want to run this thing down if you can.
So now it is third down and goal. in the gun, flanked by backs. Bernard to throw, left side ball caught, turning into the end zone, touchdown. Wheeler with the 1-yard reception. And Jax Bernard, his third touchdown pass of the night, now 26-0. Bernard's extra point is through there. 27-0. 9:30 to play in the ball game. Fairview on top. We'll take a break. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
Kid Drug is second to none in Northwest Oklahoma. We are known for our beautiful home and holiday accessories, women's fashion, toys, candles, expansive kitchenware, and pampering bath and body lines. We offer lovely bridal and baby registries. Come experience our old-fashioned soda fountain treats, including the best malts and shakes you've ever tasted. Our pharmacy has been serving the Fairview and surrounding areas for more than 30 years. We accept most third-party insurance and have a complete line of over-the-counter medications, prescription drugs, and durable medical goods. So come see us at Kid Drug, 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8:30 to 3 p.m. Saturdays. Farmers and Merchants National Bank is Fairview's hometown bank, serving you, committed to providing the Fairview area with the latest in banking services and convenience. Farmers and Merchants is a locally owned and operated bank, eager to serve your personal and professional banking needs. With a pledge to exceed the expectations of their customers, the staff is confident in their ability to provide you with an exceptional banking experience. Farmers and Merchants National Bank in Fairview, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
8 plays, 60 yards in 3 minutes and 22 seconds. That's the drive for the Fairview Yellow Jackets. Jax Bernard to Michael Wheeler, the 1-yard pass. Bernard's kick makes it 27-0 with 9:30 to play in the ball game. As the Jackets are just a few minutes away from heading to the state championship game again. Picked up on the return this time is River Harp. Flags flying all over the place as Harp gets it to the near sideline across the 40 and across the 45 to the 47 before he went down in the arms of Colt Heyman. And there are flags. A lot of laundry on the field.
So, interesting. We were talking about Larry Coker a minute ago.
Uh-huh.
So, Larry Coker actually has ties to Fairview in that retired Fairview High School coach Lyle Welsh, who won a state championship in 1999. His first coaching job was with Larry Coker.
Really?
Yeah.
Back in the day at Fairfax or somewhere else?
I'm not sure because he was at Pond Creek before he came to Fairview.
And I know that I think that Larry Coker was at Claremore after he was at Fairfax.
May have been where it was. Nathan Harder, former classmate of mine, mentioned that to me.
So first down and 10. This drive will start at the 48-yard line in Fairview territory.
Good ball.
Pass near side. That ball caught on the sideline by Chase Bowman, and Bowman's been making catches like that all night. He'll pick up 7 on first down, actually 8 down to the 40-yard line. Bring up second down and 2.
It'll be 2nd and 2.
And for Bowman, his 7th catch of the night. He'll throw again. Ooh. Ball caught on the sideline, bobbled for a moment with the catch made and down to the 30-yard line this time. And that catch made by Bowman, picking up 10.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 30.
And Bowman now with his big night leading Woodland in receptions on the year.
28-26, Jones scores. So Washington up by 2 in that game.
Wow.
Third quarter, 4 minutes to go.
Third quarter, yeah. Ball carried up the middle by the quarterback, Bennett. Bennett will pick up 5. Actually, 5 to the 25-yard line. He's up over 0 yards rushing now, 2 yards rushing on 6 carries. He'll take some time, throw the football to the end zone, has a man and caught, touchdown, Woodland is on the board, and that is Jackson Rhodes, his 13th touchdown reception of the season, and that will make it 27-6. 25-yard touchdown pass. And for Jackson Rhodes, his 4th catch of the night. Yeah, they'll go for 2 here. They need 4 scores. I guess 2 would make it 27-8.
2-point conversion.
They scored in 4 plays, 48 yards. Pitch it to Rhodes, and Rhodes throws it up over his back.
Another interception. Oh, they dropped it. Fairview did.
Incomplete. 8:26 to play, now 27-6 Fairview. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple. For over a
Well, if the Cougars are going to get back into this one, they need to score quick, which is exactly what they did. 4-play drive covered 48 yards and took 54 seconds off the clock. The 25-yard touchdown pass from Trey Bennett to Jackson Rhodes. 2-point conversion, no good, 27-6. 8:26 to play in the ball game here in Harrah tonight. Evans Field in Harrah. And this will be the final Squirtle game of the week. All we have left next week are state championship games, and all we can do is be fans.
Well, we can do audio, Tom.
I didn't think about that.
So we will be at the Garber tournament next week.
That's right.
And we will probably, if it's allowed by the OSSAA, we will probably do audio.
Audio only.
If Fairview wins this game.
And we cannot, that is not definitely final. It's still 8:26. Anything can happen.
Sure.
Looks pretty good for the Jackets, but.
And the other opportunity would obviously be Washington and Millwood. They're all Squirtle schools, so those 2 teams will be playing each other, but one of those 2 teams winning would also give that opportunity as well.
They try the onside kick. It is loose and picked up and going back the other way. This could be a touchdown.
Can you return a kick like that?
It's Eli Winans. I think you can.
Must be able to.
There's no reason why you couldn't. It's just a squib kick. And Eli Winans will make the return all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And Fairview will have the short field starting the drive, 1st down and 10.
Well, Eli's telling Coach Bernard, hey, I need to be back there in the backfield. My goodness gracious. He shot out of there like a cannon.
He did. Where are they putting this football? The 10. Eli Winans.
Yep. He wears 2 numbers. Eli does.
Elijah. E-L-I-J-A-H.
Oh, his last name?
On 1st down and 10, trying to find some running room for Wheeler again. So the gain of a couple of yards down to the 8-yard line by Wheeler, Micah Wheeler.
Well, and if you're Coach Bernard here, you are the clock is your best friend, so you are going to take as much time as you can. You should be snapping this ball under 5 every time, so Jackson needs to be paying attention to that.
2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Fake the handoff to Church, rolling right back, right corner of the end zone, overshot his intended receiver down there in the corner where we can't see.
Need to give another shout out. I know I've been shouting out to death. I need to give a shout out to my buddy Corey Stockert and his family. They are watching this thing. in their living room from Yukon, Oklahoma.
It'll be 3rd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Corey was a heck of a Fairview Yellow Jacket back in the day.
What has happened with that program? And I know that you don't want to toot your own horn too much. What your family has done with that indoor facility they've built at Fairview is outstanding and has set the program up for this kind of success.
Well, that's not what my family's done is not any different what a lot of families have done at Fairview. And, I was a player there. There are plenty of families that donated and did a lot of things. And that's what inspired us to do what we did there. So it's been a history of giving. It's a community of great people and they love their sports and they love their town.
Down to the 6-yard line on the carry. So it's now 4th down and goal from the 6-yard line. Might we see a field goal attempt by Jax Bernard?
He can kick. His dad could kick. His dad kicked at Southwestern.
I don't have the numbers on how many field goal attempts he's tried this year, but looks like they will just go for it on 4th down and goal from the 6.
Timeout,
Yeah, burn the timeout here. We'll take a break as well. 6:49 to play in the ball game. 27-6 Fairview. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Fourth down and goal at the 6-yard line. Might be closer to the 7. Yeah, it's actually on the 7-yard line. That's where they're going to spot it.
Yep. It is.
And Bernard in the shotgun. They'll hand off. On the sweep to the near side, Burris needs to find some running room, and he will stay on his feet but push back at around the 5. They'll mark him at the 4, which is coming up shy. He pick up 3 yards, but needed 7. And the drive will come to an end.
1st and 10.
And so Woodland will take over 1st down and 10. Starting the drive inside the 5-yard line. Looks like it'll be right around the 4.
Well, look at this. Hooker scores again, 27-18. It looks like Hooker may win that other semifinal game. Man, that would be a major upset.
And if that's the case, we would get a rematch in the state championship game of a couple of district foes. Gray Longs tried to spin out of a tackle. And a flag at the 5-yard line.
Need to give a shout out to Travis Rhodes. He is on his way to Arlington to watch the Pokes play. Fairview graduate, I believe, of 1996. He's watching the Yellow Jackets from his vehicle. He's not driving, though, so.
I'm glad you threw that in there.
We don't promote Squirtle and driving.
Exactly right. You can listen to us.
Yes.
But do not watch. So the penalty will move the ball out to the 12.
It'll be 1st and 3.
And it will be 1st down and 3. Bennett across the middle. Ball caught at the 21.
Bennett's pass is complete to Abel Race.
Abel Race makes the catch. And for Abel, his 2nd catch of the night. Gain on the play of 10.
I've just been really impressed by Bennett and him throwing the ball. Kid has got a great arm.
He'll try it again. Ball caught at the 30-yard line. And Getting out to the 32 is Aiden Carey. Carey makes his first catch. And another 10-yard gain.
It'll be a first down for Woodland.
For Carey, his 15th catch of the season. 5:40 to play in the ball game, clock rolling. Bennett right side, incomplete. Trying to find Abel Reyes over there.
Abel Reyes.
Washington now leading Jones 35-26.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, it's 2nd and 10. Draw play right up the middle. Trying to find some running room. Bouncing right is Dre Long, and he's stretched out and taken down.
That's the one thing against Fairview is trying to stretch it to the edge with their speed. Dre would have been better off just cutting it up the field and just punching forward for some yardage. You probably could have got 6 or 7.
Dre Long. Been a tough night for all the ball carriers for Woodland. Timeout Woodland. We'll take a break. 5:11 to play, 27-6 Fairview. You're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com. Are you
coming out of the timeout? Second down and 9. Bennett to throw. Sets. Now wants to run up, gets rid of it. Out of bounds. Threw it 3 feet over the head of his intended receiver. And that is Abel Reyes. And now it is 4th down.
Well, Tom, you mentioned this will be our last video stream of the football season. I want to thank you and all the other great people we have that make all this stuff happen. It's a pleasure to work with such fantastic professionals, and big shout out to Ella and Camden and Caden and Tyler and Cole. And man, we got a great crew, and it doesn't happen without everybody. Mark Rogers has been fantastic. Todd Miller, yes, sir. So we got a crew, all the coaches that help us.
Oh.
We are so blessed at Squirtle to have coaches that love to come on and help.
4th and 9. He caught the football, Caleb Uthier, but he was out of bounds, and Fairview will take over.
Everybody needs to make sure and tune in. We'll still do one more show next week. We'll have another Pick'em show,
okay.
And we will also have the state final preview in Class 2A, Class A, and Class B.
Mark Rogers did a great job with that this week.
Yep, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring on the state champion coaches, too, as well, during that show, too, and interview them a little bit. So be sure to tune in next week on all of our social media and sports animal platforms.
Now, 5 minutes to play in the ball game. And Fairview has it 1st down and 10 at the 34. And Woodland wants to call a timeout. We'll take another break. We'll be back with you in just a moment. 27-6. Fairview on their way to the state championship game. Back after this on Squirtle.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief. These are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
5 minutes to play in the ball game. Fairview with the football, leading 27-6, putting the Raps on this state semifinal here in Harrah. On first down, that's a carry by Grant Church for a couple. From the 34 down to the 33. We'll give him a gain of 1. Second down and 9, and us being on Squirtle, we do give Fairview a shout-out for being a Squirtle school. I'm a little selfish here. Got to do this. They're also a Neptune Game Time school, which I get a chance to sell in my real job. And
you are not being selfish, Tom. Squirtle loves Game Time.
Congratulations to Fairview for Neptune Game Time partner.
Big shout-out to Game Time, too, for being a sponsor of all of our shows, too. They're helping pay for a lot of these events that we're able to attend.
How about that catch right there by Burris as he was going all the way across the field from the far side of the near side. He finally went to a knee. He really didn't need to score, didn't want to score. He got to the 20-yard line, and the face mask is going to just add on to it. So the gain from the 33 down to the 20 will be a 13-yard hookup. They'll put penalty yardage on top of that. I'll figure up the numbers in the post game, but Jax Bernard's had a pretty darn efficient night throwing the football. Hasn't had to throw it that much here in the second half.
And the plan is to get him up here in the booth, too, after the game. We got our sideline help down there, Alyssa Antwine, Miss Antwine. That kind of helps set up all the Squirtle stuff for FairviewYellowJackets.tv, and she does a fantastic job at the school. She told me she would, as long as she could get a Squirtle badge at some point, she would go ahead and get the interviews for us to come up. So when you talk about the state championship game, that game will be played at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Is that correct, I believe, Class A?
I think so. I'm not too sure. I haven't looked at I don't look that far ahead. I'm a day-to-day kind of a person.
You're a day-to-day kind of guy. Let's check out these brackets on the OSSA site. So
I'm a day-to-day kind of guy. I should have written that down, but I didn't.
Let me see if I can find them. Here they are. Class A will be played at 1 o'clock on Saturday at UCO.
That is a game I might be able to make.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tom, we'll probably have a Squirtle tailgate like we did last year at Maples, Nixon, Dieselhorst. We did an alumni tailgate last year. I believe that's kind of in the cards again. So if there are any fans out there from Fairview that are listening, make sure you tune into that. We'll probably have some breakfast, and we're going to hopefully bring some alumni and some fans, some former players, and do some interviews and have some fun before the Yellow Jackets play in the state championship game, if they do win this game.
And with 3 minutes and 50 seconds to play, and they've got the football, it's looking pretty good right now. First down and 10 at the Woodland 18-yard line. In Fairview, you can tell they don't want to score here. They want to get out of here. They don't want to run up the score. They don't want to, sportsmanship is at a premium here. And sliding is Bernard down inside the 15-yard line. He'll pick up 5 down to the 13-yard line, and the clock will continue to run. So Fairview will go back to the state championship game where they won the championship way back in 1946. That was a Class B championship. The 2A championship in 99, that's the one you were a big part of, if I remember right, or you were in that era.
Well, I like to claim it. I wouldn't. That was the class after me. Those guys, but great friends, obviously. So talk about this a lot. We mentioned it before, but my junior year in 1998, we had a really good team too as well. And I think that was kind of the start of the trajectory for the program under Coach Welsh. And, Robert has done such a good job at Fairview. I mean, a fantastic job. The last 3 and 4 years has been phenomenal.
And really, it wasn't that long ago that this program really struggled. And they put some money into it. They got some coaching. And they ended up getting the kids. The talent was being built. Third down and 6. Handoff up the middle. And that carry by Colt Heyman.
Tick, tick, tick.
That's right. Give him a yard to the 12.
Well, Robert did a great job at Carnegie. Took a Carnegie team to the state semifinals in the mid-2000s, and or mid to late 2000s, I'm guessing, sometime around in there.
Well, Fairview can get a first down. It's 4th down and 4 at the 12. They get it down inside the 8. Clock rolling, 1 minute and 40 seconds to play. Let's see if they can hold on to this football till the clock runs out. Bernard rolling right to throw, and there is a catch made by Burris, and he will go down at the 2-yard line. He could have scored.
Smart play by
He'll go
Burris.
down at the 2. And for Burris, that's his 8th catch of the night. 2 touchdowns, 130 yards receiving. So he's up over 1,500 yards receiving on the season. That's a heck of a year. And it's not done yet. The Jackets can take it to a knee.
And it looks like they're going to be playing a district foe. It looks like Hooker is going to upset Hominy.
Unbelievable. I had my notes here about Hominy. Jackson Woods, their quarterback, but go back to the drawing board because it looks like Hooker is going to move on and be a rematch of a game that happened in week 4, 56-22. Fairview the win over Hooker that night. Take the knee back to the 15-yard line. That'll do it. Final 10 seconds tick off the clock, and the Fairview Yellow Jackets are moving on to the state championship game. It's win number 29 in a row, 40 of their last 41.
Not too shabby.
As the fans are on the near side, rise to their feet to honor their Jackets, playing for the gold ball again next week. As they shake hands, we will take a break and come back. We got a post-game show. We are planning on talking to some coaches and players and celebrating with the Jackets as they go back to the state championship game. Final score, 27-6. Fairview beats Woodland, and you're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
Do you have the right insurance for your needs? Let Nick Ewing at Ewing Insurance Agency in Fairview and Watonga work for you. Nick is your local, service-minded agent that can help you find the insurance plan that is right for you. Home, auto, life, health, farm owners, and commercial insurance, Nick can help. Visit Nick Ewing of Ewing Insurance Agency at 106 North Main in Fairview and 401 North Clarence Nash Boulevard in Watonga. Proud to support all of our area student athletes. Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes. Jensen's of Fairview is celebrating 91 years. Currently, special pricing and financing available on select GMC and Buick units in stock. Hurry, as these units and offers won't last. Jensen's, the best prices in Northwest Oklahoma on your new and used vehicles. So come see why generations of customers have been choosing Jensen's to serve their automotive needs. Same family, same business, same location for 9 decades. Go Jackets!
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, Pay Me Checking puts real money right into your account every time you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. Pay Me Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company. Older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you, and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and ranch land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Now, the Fairview Yellow Jackets are on their way to the state championship game as they knock off the Woodland Cougars 27-6 tonight here at Evans Field in Harrah. The way the ball game played out, Fairview jumped out early 14-0 on a 39-yard touchdown pass from Jax Bernard to Isaiah Burris. Take it back it was a 1-yard run by Jax Bernard that got him going, made it 7-0 with 1:58 to play in the first quarter. It was a 44-yard touchdown pass from Bernard to Burris with 5:02 to play in the second quarter, which made it 14-0, and that was the score at the half. Fairview on top by 2 touchdowns. Fairview pushed their lead to 20-0 with 6:09 to play in the second quarter. A 39-yard touchdown pass from Bernard to Burris. Extra point kick was blocked, capped a 6-play, 89-yard drive in a minute and 41 seconds. And then it was 27-0 with 9:30 to play in the fourth quarter on a 1-yard touchdown pass from Jax Bernard to Micah Wheeler. The extra point kick good, 27-0. And then the only score of the night for Woodland, a 4-play, 48-yard drive in just 54 seconds, and it was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Trey Bennett to Jackson Rhodes. 2-point conversion, no good, 27-6 with 8:26 to play in the ball game, and that was your final score. Fairview with the win, 27-6. They are now 14-0, and they've won their 29th straight game in a row, dating back to losing to Tonkawa to end the season back in 2021. Some of the numbers in the game, first of all, for Woodland on the ground, 32 rushes for 110 yards. Dre Long, 13 carries for 46 to lead the way. Chase Bowman had 6 carries for 40 yards as well. Through the air, Trey Bennett, 15 of 29 for 169 yards passing. He threw a touchdown pass to Jackson Rhodes. He also had a couple of interceptions. 61 offensive plays for 279 yards total, 4.6 yards a play for Woodland. And Chase Bowman, 8 catches in the ball game for 82 yards. And then Jackson Rhodes had 4 catches for 57 yards and the touchdown to lead the way for Woodland in a losing cause as they fall to 12-2. For Fairview, 27 rushes for 70 yards. Leading on a ground gainer was Isaiah Burris, 4 catches for 27 yards. Micah Wheeler had 4 carries for 19. Then Grant Church, 7 carries for 12. Jax Bernard, 10 carries for 10 yards. Through the air, Jax Bernard, very efficient, 19 of 23 for 266 yards. He threw 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions. The 3 touchdown passes, 2 of them to Isaiah Burris of 44 and 39 yards, and then Micah Wheeler with the 1-yard touchdown reception. Burris, 8 catches for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brant Strader had 5 catches for 57 yards. Reed Martins, 4 catches for 55. Easton Hamer, a catch for 23. And then Micah Wheeler, the catch for 1. 50 offensive plays for Fairview, 336 total yards. They average 6.7 yards per play. Jackets a winner, 27-6. We'll take a break. We're going to grab some interviews, so stay with us. We're going to go away, play some commercials. We're going to come back and talk to some happy Jackets when we come back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Squirtle.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
When looking to purchase or market your livestock, choose the Fairview Livestock Commission Company. Family owned and operated, we're proud to be Northwest Oklahoma's first choice for your cattle marketing needs. Cattle sales are every Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. Replacement cow sale this Tuesday, December 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. K.L. James, 580-227-3797. Go Yellow Jackets.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect through their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today. Martin's Machine Shop, a family.
Welcome back to Evans Field in Harrah. The Fairview Jackets, with the win, they move on to the state championship as they knock off Woodland tonight 27-6, and a chance to chat with Robert Bernard, the head coach for the Jackets. And first of all, congratulations. I know that you've coached for a long time. You know how hard this can be, but you guys make it look pretty darn easy.
It is very difficult. We talk to our kids about that all the time, about don't waste opportunities. And boy, we didn't tonight. We played very, very well.
I thought early in the ball game, after the turnover to start the ball game on the kick, I thought the defense set the tone by stopping them on that drive with the sack back to the 16-yard line and taking over. And then eventually you got a couple of touchdowns early on. But I thought the tone was set early on by your defense.
Yes, absolutely. We talk a lot about our offense setting the tempo of the game. But you're exactly right. To come out and be physical right off the bat and set the tone that, we're going to be in this. It's going to be a fight. And so I thought we did a very, very good job of the entire night of kind of a bend but don't break defense.
Yeah, you had that turnover right off the bat. Tell me about that situation, and I'm sure it's very early on, and your kids have enough confidence they're not going to let that get them down a little bit. But a turnover to start the game, you got to be thinking a little bit going, oh, great way to start.
And we talked a lot about we didn't see adversity last week.
Yeah,
it was all on the other sideline. So to have that happen early and still battle through it was big for us.
Your running game didn't do a whole lot tonight. 70 rushes, 27 carries. Jax, and this is the first time I've seen you play this year, and I've heard about the receiving core and just the ability to spread out the ball to so many different talented receivers, and that was a big part of tonight's game.
Yes, absolutely. We are a very good football team, but we're very different than we were last year, where we could hand it to somebody for 30 times and reel off 200 yards. So definitely a different style offense. We have so many weapons, which makes at Jackson's disposal, which makes it very, very nice. But we can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he was 19 of 23 for 266 yards and 3 touchdowns, no picks. Very, very efficient.
Very efficient. And that's what we talk. I want his completion percentage somewhere around 70. He does a very good job. We talk a lot about taking the safe throws early, getting a rhythm. And then when they give us a shot, we're going to take it.
This was kind of a grinder game. You guys averaged 6.7 yards a play. They averaged 4.6 yards a play. It was one of those kind of games. There were some big plays in this ball games, but it was a game that was dictated by the defense a little bit, I thought.
Yes, absolutely. We talk a lot about how people will try to defend us, and we think a lot of them slowing our pace down, grind it out. But I think we proved that we can do that too. So we can do it multiple ways. We can go fast. We can slow it down and still be efficient.
29 straight wins, 40 of 41 over the last 3 seasons. And, you were there when you picked up this program. You had to build this up to where it was. Tell me just a little bit about where your mindset is right now and what you're thinking as you look back on what has happened the past couple of years and what can happen next week possibly.
It's definitely surreal, I guess, to know, how we kind of started out. It was 5 wins. It was 6 wins. We even had dipped down in 2 and 3 wins. Kids stayed patient, bought into what we were trying to do, kind of changed the culture a little bit with some kids that said, nope, this is how we're going to do it. So we've talked a lot about forget the win streak. Let everybody talk about it. We want to play 1 game each week, and that's the only one we got to worry about, and that's the only one we got to win.
Yeah, the media, we like to talk about that kind of stuff because it gives us something to talk about. And I want you to comment, and I've talked about this with you before. We did a game last year. I had you up here. The people of Fairview, the community, and what they've done for your program. You got the turf field this year. The facilities you have are unbelievable. That's been a big part of where you're at.
Absolutely. I told somebody earlier, the facilities that we have for our size school, we have a strength and conditioning coach, is unbelievable. The support that our community has given us, second to none. We are very, very blessed to live where we live.
I think we're going to get some players in here. Yes. Should we go ahead and take a quick – you want to just make the switch right now, or you want to take a break and come right back? We'll take a break and come right back. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Very fun to watch you guys tonight. And it might be – does it look like Hooker next week? Hooker won.
A1.
Wow. A1 playing for the championship.
They can talk all they want about A1 now.
There you go. So Hooker versus Fairview next week for the state championship at UCO. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Kid Drug is second to none in Northwest Oklahoma. We are known for our beautiful home and holiday accessories, women's fashion, toys, candles, expansive kitchenware, and pampering bath and body lines. We offer lovely bridal and baby registries. Come experience our old-fashioned soda fountain treats, including the best malts and shakes you've ever tasted. Our pharmacy has been serving the Fairview and surrounding areas for more than 30 years. We accept most third-party insurance and have a complete line of over-the-counter medications, prescription drugs, and durable medical goods. So come see us at Kid Drug, 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8:30 to 3 p.m. Saturdays. Kid Drug.
We are back at Harrah putting the wraps on a 27-6 win for the Fairview Jackets over Woodland, and they will move on to the state championship game next week and take on a district foe, A1 district foe, the Hooker Tigers. We're going to be waiting in the wings, but we're going to talk to Jax Bernard, the quarterback, the victorious quarterback here tonight. And first of all, let me throw some numbers your way. I was talking to your dad about those earlier. You were very efficient, 19 of 23 for 266 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. It was a night there were some turnovers. They had a bunch of them on their side, but very efficient night. How did you feel going into this one?
I felt good. I felt that we had the weapons to do this on the outside and even on those inside receivers. I mean, those guys are amazing at just getting open and giving me a good place to throw it to them.
That's one thing about it. As we watch this game tonight, and I've seen you a few times over the past couple of years, the weapons you have at receiver, you can if you can get the time, somebody's getting open.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't think those guys are second to anybody, maybe even in the state. I mean, they're unbelievable night in and night out. And it's not like it's just games. I mean, some of their most impressive catches come in practice. So, I mean, I can always trust them on a Friday night.
When you started this year, coming off of last year, the undefeated season, the state championship, was it a matter of, the goal is to repeat coming out of UCO last year after that win with all the youth you had coming, all the experience you had coming back?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what we worked for all summer. We've always had our eye on it, but we knew we had to win one game at a time every single week.
Coach made the comment that you might need to see a little adversity, that turnover off the opening kickoff to start the ball game. And I thought that your defense really set the tone by stopping them, down in the red zone on that opening drive. And I really thought that defensive play by them was huge in this ball game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, those guys are unbelievable. And I'm just glad they're on my team, so I don't ever have to try to score on them.
And that's one thing about it. A lot of people across the state talk about your offense, but this team is pretty darn salty on the defensive side, too.
They're unbelievable. I mean, they gave up 6 points, and I think that was even a fluke accident. So, I mean, that was impressive.
One more game, and you get a chance to play a team that you're very familiar with in Hooker, who upset Hominy tonight. Get to play the big stadium up at UCO. Your first thoughts about doing that and what you expect?
That's I'm excited for the opportunity. I mean, I'm ready to go play, but those guys are good, and I mean, we beat them once this year, but we can't take them lightly because I promise you they're better than they were week 4. I think we played them. So I mean, we got to get better through the week so we can have a chance to win on Friday.
Yeah, final score in that ball game was 56-22. The game's at 1:00 next Saturday, and that's just it. You may have had some success against them, but I would doubt that anybody you're going to play knows you better than Hooker does.
Oh, yes. I mean, those guys are going to know. They're going to know us better than anyone else. So we gotta come focused to practice every single day, and we gotta get better.
I know that and I was going to ask Adam on the broadcast, and I mean, is football something you've got another year coming up? You got your senior year coming up. Is that something at the next level? Are you thinking you want to play quarterback at the next level? I would assume yes.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, that's something I really want to do, but I just want to win another state championship with my brothers. That's what's on my mind right now.
Get some hardware. Get some more hardware.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Jax Bernard.
Thank you.
Big winner tonight. They're moving on to take on Hooker in the state championship. We'll go ahead and leave the camera on here real quick. We're going to do a handoff. He usually completes passes to Brant Strader. Now he hands off the headset. And we're joined by Brant Strader. 5 catches tonight, 57 yards. But we just talked about you're one of the weapons that really makes Jax look so good sometimes. You guys find ways to get open, and they were a pretty salty defense tonight, and you guys were finding out ways to get open against them.
Yeah, we had a game plan all week. If we can hit our spots every single time, they can't stop us. With all of our weapons on the outside, with Reed, he can get the height, and Isaiah, he can get the speed.
You're one of the seniors on this team. This is your last rodeo, and I know you want to go out on a high note next week, but tell me a little bit about the program when you came into it, even back in junior high, and as you moved into high school, and now you've had the success you've had. Now 40 of 41 wins in the last 3 seasons. Talk about how the culture of the program and how you've been a big part of that.
Well, we started playing football together since we were in 1st and 2nd grade.
Yeah.
We were bonded right off of it. Our dads would coach us, and then once Coach Bernard got there, whenever we were in middle school, we just all clicked with him. And then going up into it, we all know what his philosophy is and all that stuff.
How has the mindset been this season? Now, last year, winning the state championship, first time since, in 20 some odd years. You weren't a part, you weren't even born back then, but you're running it back this year, and you are the target. You've had the target on your back all season long, and nobody's knocked you off yet. But talk about the difference in the mindset this year, now that you know what it takes to get where you got last year, and now you're one step away. Talk about the mindset this year as opposed to maybe last year or the year before.
Last year, we came off a really hard loss.
Yeah,
in
the Tonkawa.
my sophomore year. So we knew that we had to work a lot harder that time. We were a lot more sound on our defensive side too. And then this year, we know we have a target on our back, and we want them to come to us.
Before I let you go, I talked to Jax about this too. Hooker pulled off the big upset tonight. It's going to be a district matchup for the championship next week at UCO as you take on Hooker. Tell me a little bit about what you expect in that ball game, because you're very familiar with them.
I see we hit a lot harder now because they're a lot better, and we're going to just hit heads all week.
And I mentioned it to Jax also, of all the teams in the state that you could play in a state championship game, nobody's going to know you better than Hooker.
Yeah. We know
and you know them too.
Yeah, we know. We had a lot of conversations that first week of districts, and we all know each other, and we know their weaknesses. They know our weaknesses. So it's going to be a really good game.
What is the schedule now? You go home tonight. Do you get a day to recuperate before maybe you get back at it on Sunday, or will you do something tomorrow?
We'll have about 2 days off, and then we'll come straight off on Monday, and we'll watch film. We'll get ready for them.
And next Saturday, 1 o'clock.
Next Saturday, 1 o'clock.
Almost high noon in UCO. Going to play for another state championship.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Brant Stater. We appreciate the time. Let's take a quick break. We'll come right back and put the wrap on this one. The Woodland Cougars go down to Fairview 27-6, and you're watching the game of the week on Squirtle.
Farmers and Merchants National Bank is Fairview's hometown bank, serving you. Committed to providing the Fairview area with the latest in banking services and convenience. Farmers and Merchants is a locally owned and operated bank, eager to serve your personal and professional banking needs. With a pledge to exceed the expectations of their customers, the staff is confident in their ability to provide you with an exceptional banking experience. Farmers and Merchants National Bank in Fairview, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Back with you one more time here at Evans Field in Harrah. And first of all, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention it one more time, the fantastic hospitality we've had here. Great people in Harrah, and I know why they put these kind of ball games here. First of all, this facility is top-notch and a great facility for Class A schools. We got about 2,500 seats, had about 2,000 probably in the stands tonight. It was a tremendous atmosphere, but and the home team, the home fans on the near side from Fairview, the home team on the scoreboard and the home fans, they get to make that 120-mile drive back to Northwest Oklahoma. Their drive will seem a bit shorter than Woodland heading back to the north after the 27-6 victory by Fairview over Woodland. And Adam Dieselhorst, one last time, you are a Fairview graduate, and I know you couldn't be more proud of what this program has done.
Yeah, it's been really impressive. We talked about it throughout the broadcast and got to spend a lot of time talking about it last year. But hats off to Fairview, to their kids, to the community, Coach Bedard, to the coaching staff. They really are one of the better programs in the state right now. When you look at just how many wins they've had in a row, and I think the stat is 29 in a row. I believe
29. Yeah,
39 of the last 40.
40 of 41 now.
40 of 41. So that's really impressive. And they've got great kids. I mean, we came up and interviewed a couple of them, and there's no secret. When you have great kids and you've got great athletes and they work hard, they buy into a system, and you've got great coaches, usually that leads to W's.
And you were talking during the broadcast next week at UCO, 1 o'clock on Saturday, and you guys are planning a little tailgate party. You want to invite the home folks too?
We do, and also I think maybe K101 is going to join us.
Awesome.
So
cool.
We'll be doing that at the law firm on May. We'll send out some stuff on social media. Jake and Maples Nixon D-Source Law Firm is gracious enough, and my brother Matt is also going to help support that deal. We'll have some food and friends. Last year we did it, and we had probably 100 to 150 people show up. So hopefully we could have a couple hundred people show up. It's going to be a beautiful day next week, I think, weather-wise. So nice and warm. And we'll have a good time. Hopefully a lot of alumni will show up. Last time we had some former coaches come on.
Yeah.
So anybody that's out there that's interested in coming on, we'll do a little show. We'll do a little preview of the game itself. And so, and then hopefully we'll be able to turn in for an audio broadcast for the game as well.
Well, this is our final Squirtle Game of the Week broadcast with the video stream. We know that. It's been a tremendous year, a lot of fun. My first game, we started back, it was 90 degrees in the press box at Covington Douglas when Covington Douglas knocked off Timberlake. And since then, we went to Waynoka, Stillwater, OBA, Perry.
Well, we had the Wild Choctaw game, that made national news.
Exactly
so
right. For the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
You're exactly
we've
right.
had a wild football season. It's been a lot of fun though. A lot of games, and man, we've been all over the place this year. 6A, Class B, Class C, you name it, we've been there.
And we can't do it without the people who are behind the scenes pushing the buttons tonight. Ella Sunken, our producer engineer. Caden the Fortune running the camera down on the field. Camden Billy upstairs. A little cold up there, but he's tough. He can take it. Yep. But and we appreciate all the guys who've helped us out all season long. And looking forward to what basketball brings us. And
well, we got Garber tournament, and then we'll be at the Tournament of Champions at the BOK Center. We are the official live streaming partner of the TOC. So you'll get as much if you want of Squirtle, because we'll be covering all those games.
Looking forward to it. Then later on, I would imagine Squirtle Festival in late January, Wheat Capital Tournament maybe.
We're doing the Skelter this year, doing the Cash tournament.
All right.
Yeah, we got a lot. So you better tell your wife.
My wife's gonna hate you.
Well, most of it's in Enid. So.
That's true. That helps. Once again, final score 27-6. Fairview rolls on 29 in a row, 14-0 this season, and a great season comes to an end for the Woodland Cougars as they fall to 12-2. For the Squirtle crew, I'm Tom Nelson. Have a great rest of your weekend, and you may be hearing from us next week on Saturday. We'll see what happens. It's the Game of the Week on Squirtle.